So if you're not familiar with tier lists, basically you take something, in our case it's going to be TikTokers, and you're ranking them. So the top rank there, the S tier, is like awesome creator, somebody that you really rate. Next one down, A, is somebody who, once again, you like, but not as much as you would for the S tier. And B, once again, is another one down. Where it gets interesting is the bottom two tiers, where you can be in a close to a wrong'un status or a complete wrong'un. So there's lots of TikTokers. Some of them you might know, some of them you might not know. And I'm just going to be discussing it and why I think they're going to be ranked in certain places. I'm going to ask you as well. Right, let's start. So the first TikToker is Dave Duran's. I don't really watch Dave a lot. I don't rate him that much. I don't really rate him very high. And for me, he would solidly go there. I wouldn't say that he was close to a wrong'un, and I wouldn't say he was a wrong'un either. I don't know about you guys. I don't know. He's had convictions for stuff and everything like that. So the next one is a guy called The Real Official. Now, he is part of the awareness community. Yes, so I thought I'd just interject and show you some of The Real's awareness. He's talking about Tanya, who used to be in a relationship with Mr. UK TikTok official.
The Real Official, Michael. The Real Official, it's a conversation with him to come and do stuff to me.
Yo, this is The Real Official, but you call me Michael for some reason. Now, I couldn't help notice in your sub story there was a few key elements missing. So allow me to fill you in, and not in that sense. Now, as you can see at the bottom, that's me. Don't get in trouble for her. It's enough of a state as it is. Look, previous contact with this person, 19th of November. They messaged me first. Always the victim, aren't you? It's funny how you got my name and my number, ain't it? But I'm not a victim. You can't blame it on me because you gave up on the mental health walk for gifts. The mental health walk. You can't blame giving up your law degree on the trolls. You can't blame your entire life and life choices on others. Now I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to turn everyone against me, make everyone hate me. You know, I'm the bad guy, I'm the big bad guy. But as you can clearly see, I didn't initiate the conversation and I said don't get in trouble for that. So I don't know where that makes me, fall into what you're saying, because the proof is right there so people can make their own minds up. Face it, you didn't want to do the walk. You didn't want to do it without TikTok Live because that was what it was all about. So now you haven't got the live feature, you don't want to do the walk. Ain't now to do with me. So yeah, if there's any other myths I need to bust, let me know. You need to take some responsibility for your own actions and the things you've done in the past.
I really rate The Real. He's done a lot of good work within the awareness community, a lot of good work, and he's a creator I absolutely stan, absolutely love. Another person is Youngblood. I like Youngblood. I like his raps. I like what he's doing. I think he's a nice guy. The interesting thing is with Youngblood is people used to actually messaged me when he first came on the app and asked me to do deep dives in him. People didn't really rate him at the time, but now I feel like a lot of people do rate him, quite rightly, because he is a nice guy. Next one, Levi. Fucking hell. He's in the chat. It's almost like he summons everywhere. I think Levi has about 6 PC monitors and he's watching live streamers at all times to see if he's being mentioned. So Levi's done a lot of shit. And Levi is one of these people that I don't particularly watch. So I'm going to click on a few random videos. We'll have a look at them and we'll see whether we ranked him in the right place.
Trans, but it literally is just a bigot thing. It's like all the people who used to be homophobic and now would get shunned for that are like, well, here's a group of people that are vulnerable and we can hate on it. But that's why.
But apparently 7 PM Sophie's getting well, apparently me personally, she did say that online. You might not get cancelled because you haven't done anything, but Sophie.
Thank you, Michaela.
And the voice goods and stuff.
Who's Charlie?
Not bad. I don't even my nan anymore.
Oh, where's it go?
And
Yeah?
do you want to date me now?
But I've all the days, Steve, I'm your nan.
Well, thank you, Morty. Thank you, guys. Finish my beard.
That might be enough to make me rethink my life, never mind Levi's placement in the tier list. I would be tempted to put Levi in the close to a wrong'un status. But the thing is, Levi has been doing a lot of shit recently, hasn't he? And I have not been keeping up with it. I can let you guys decide, so this is the way we're going to go, right? Where would you have him? Would you have him in close to, or would you have him in wrong'un, or would you have him near? So the thing is, I don't really watch, like, I don't watch TikTok as much as people think that I do. You hate him? Fucking hell, Jesus. I don't know how you can hate people on the internet you've never met. Like, even all the people that I've done exposures on, I haven't got the energy to hate people. Now, the next one I think's really easy, chat. Really, really fucking easy. Tyrone. Obviously, he's going in wrong'un status. No, where's Tyrone going? Do I even have to fucking ask? Do I even have to ask? Hi, Louise. The thing is, right, a lot of you are going to say S tier, but I'm not going to lie, he bores me sometimes. I loved when he used to do reactions.
Mandy, thanks for the 3 months.
What does it say?
I just wrote something. Does that mean anything at the moment?
No.
That's the hypnosis in play. Like, for real, that's the...
Wait, has he hypnotized me as well?
No idea what that is.
Okay.
No! No, he done him! No, he done.
When the magic trick goes...
When he's watching these ordered people and everything like that, hilarious.
Someone grab him!
Oh, hell no. Oh my gosh. This guy here, the old guy, has no context or clue what is going on and thought, I will get involved and put his foot out to trip my... Yo, is that a W? Who would stick their foot out, yes or no? Brother, I would just mind my business, bro. I can't lie, bro.
I'm just not into the gaming thing, so I don't know. I'm telling you what, right? I'll let you guys vote. Right, so most of you agree, like me, that he's not quite S tier, but in A tier, yeah? I'm seeing her next weekend. Okay, I can't get any shit. Okay, safe move immediately. Get Remy up there. That's it. Screenshot, send it to her. I'm sorted. Alex Brigham. What a controversial motherfucker. Alex Brigham. I know where I'm going to put him. I'm going to let some of you put some of your votes in the list first. I wouldn't put him S. I also wouldn't put him wrong'un if I'm honest, Roxy. This is the thing, like, at one point, Alex and I, well, I think we both didn't like each other. I understand that Alex was in a heightened state and that he was angry and he's just fucking attacked and said some shit. It is what it is. That's what he said. He's apologised on Reds. He's apologised on Reds. We're going to look at that straight after this. Just play it one more time.
It's the cunt that when she was gifting him trying.
I am a cunt though. He's right about that.
The other day, I'm sick and tired of it. Someone called the fat fucking four-eyed prick out, man.
You know what?
At the end of the day, when I see all this shit on the app and that that's been going on the course of it, it's been a back and forth for the last few months and that. I don't know about people saying about the Zach fact shaming. Like I said, I can't really speak on that because yesterday I made a bit of a fucking... I lowered myself to a level I shouldn't have done.
He's in that situation where he's going to come across as a hypocrite. It's that simple.
Someone I shouldn't have done regarding their weight, so I felt like a bit of a prick, and I'll always own up to my mistakes that I make, you know what I mean? So I would like to apologise to Fat Freak yesterday. No matter how I seen that video and what was said, I shouldn't have lowered myself, and same.
For me personally, I'm going to put him in B. This is the thing about this tier system. We're not all going to agree. We're not all going to agree. That's the way it goes. That's the way life goes, and let's face it. You guys might not like this one. This is it's weird when you're doing something like this. You realise how controversial people just genuinely are. And when I say cockapoo, cockapoo's next. Where we're putting cockapoo, I've got to say, cockapoo cracks me the fuck up. I like cockapoo when she's had a drink and she's just appearing in random boxes.
We've always spoke on the phone, cockapoo.
We spoke once. I never gave you any fucking documents, you lying bitch. But apart from that...
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. And you know I didn't. And admit the truth. Otherwise, be damned to hell.
I'll be damned to hell then.
then you be damned to hell because you know that's not true.
How many buzzballs have you had tonight?
Well, I've had no buzzballs. I've just had some fizzy pink Prosecco.
Is it wise that you drink though?
Is it wise? Shut the fuck up.
No, I'm talking about your diagnosis.
My diagnosis. Is it wise that I drink because of my diagnosis? I would suggest if someone's had a diagnosis like me that they definitely drink.
Yeah, but it's gone now, isn't it?
Yes, I'm at the point now where I'm just having 3 months.
Reg checkups.
Yeah.
No, well, that's good. That's good. Yeah.
Let's not pretend you care.
Starting shit. I can't deny it. I don't like when she's, like, for me it's like meh, when she's jumping in Miss Red's box and backing people up and stuff like that. It's nice enough. But drunk cockapoo is hilarious. There we go, B tier. The next person, you guys might not know. You might not know this person. I've had a run-in with them because I've done exposures on this person. Anthony Commando. I might have to show you some videos of him.
That you think would understand, but they can't. So I throw things down for them. It's a bet for you to understand, you fucking thickheads.
An absolute wrong-un. If you know that there's some quite serious allegations about this guy as well, serious SA allegations and stuff like that. He threatens violence on a lot of people, and his own mother, like he rang his mother to prove that all of these things were lies about him, and he didn't tell his mother that he was streaming her, and his mother just confirmed that it was true. Grandad Gobshite. Do you guys know who Grandad Gobshite is? Once again, another legend in the exposure community. I've known Grandad Gobshite for years and years and years on this app. And he only dips his toe into exposures at the minute. And he's spent a lot of time, hasn't he, with his ducks and everything like that. He is a legend.
Tanya doesn't have a bath, so...
That would explain the halibut smell.
So we're just waiting for the car to pull up. I think it's coming up the road now.
Not exactly an Uber exec, but far more appropriate.
Life of a social media star.
Dad? I thought you said it was recycling bin day. Yeah, there's horse shit in the back of this.
Such a nice man. If I've ever gone through anything on the app, he's always messaged me, reached out, made sure I'm okay and everything like that. He's just a genuinely nice guy. Fuck me, this one's hard, this next one. Brett. He bores the shit out of it, like, he'd send me to sleep. He's got no personality. Absolutely zero personality, but I can't say he's close to a wrong-un, can I? What's he done? Has he done shit that I don't know about? Wasn't there something to do with a mod? I want to say that he encouraged that not to...
I didn't get 25k, we've been through this. I told you I gifted 11.
Gift of entering.
What? If I what?
If you continue to gift, I will not be ringing you for time on you. I'm not going to give you my time. Well, stop gifting then, innit?
You're not allowed to tell me who I can and can't gift.
Yeah, I am.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Do you think you own me or something?
No.
So I think we could put Brett in close to a wrong-un. Like he's teetering on that line. He's admitted all of it, so it's true. Yeah, I'd put him close to a wrong-un. He's not worse than Alex, surely. Well, as far as I know, Alex hasn't got several of his mods pregnant, stalked anybody, or anything like that. As far as I know, pretty sure he hasn't. Zavi and Shani. I mean, I'm biased with this one because I've known them, once again, for a very long time. I'm good friends with them. I speak to them off the app. They are just lovely individuals. It's total couple goals.
Right, for everyone saying not to cut his hair, this is what he looks like. Look at that. It's absolutely wild. So yeah, short back and sides it is today. Your hair's sticking out the top of it. Look at it.
I wonder where the eyebrows are gone.
Oh God, what the hell are we gonna do here?
Keep it.
No.
It is total couple goals, and I am firmly putting them in the S tier. The best psychic medium on TikTok. The best James Bucknell. I mean, Jesus, do we even have to ask? Absolute wronging.
And I'm not going to prove it, because I don't need to. I don't need to prove it, okay?
That was James Bucknell talking like that. However, he's also escialized children.
Cheryl up there, everybody, top corner, and Bubble should be thinking that her ass is not nice. Look at her ass. Not wrong with her. Horrible ass. Cheryl, I bet you wish you weren't walking past this girl with your man when her ass like this. Am I right, Cheryl? So, Cheryl, if you were walking past this little beauty here and your man was walking with you, and you just know he can't even, you know he's pretending to drop something to turn around as she passes, you just know what he's done, would you want to jump on her and scratch her? Scratch your face and stuff? Probably, Cheryl. As the information in the Bible as well also says, I don't know, another one if you want, darling, because my view rate's gone up. We are batty in the air like that. I'm going to call you Love Heart Bum.
Yeah, I do remember, yeah.
Can you all please stop my scream? How old are you? How many times do I have to tell you that I will get banned? Right, I'm muting you anyway. I'm bowing bloody Sam Smith again.
He's sexualised children on the app. He said racist stuff. He's bragged about hitting his own dog. He's been arrested several times for making threats to people online. He's an absolute wrong'un. This guy claimed to have never seen the deep dive I did about him. Then spoke about it. Huge sort of detail. We have Father Bennett.
Who is Fact Freak? I don't know. I wouldn't comment on him. He's somebody who's obviously a freak. He calls himself a freak. He likes to be different in his own way. And he doesn't know facts. Because do you know what? He done a load of videos on me. I didn't even watch them because I don't put my eyes on evil. But he deceived a lot of people, but he didn't. All he did was call out the wolves among the sheep. So he did my job for me. He just revealed the truth for me. So I was like, thank you for throwing that grenade in and getting rid of all the cowards. Appreciate it, thank you. There's no cowards in the kingdom of heaven, by the way, Roger. Right, so the Fact Freak did these videos on me. I don't mind people, you could do whatever you want. But if you call yourself anything to do with fact, truth, yeah, you need to have gone to that person yourself and had a conversation with them. But Fact Freak never once came to me to have a conversation about anything because all he wants to do is be his own god, use people that are doing good, just like his father Satan does, to destroy other people. But he didn't destroy me, he just embarrassed himself and revealed who he is and cleaned out a lot of the mess from this ministry.
To change my mind on something you've said publicly, are you?
They're cowards, false witnesses and hypocrites.
I'm a bit of a bitch, like, I'm not going to lie. You know, he's got me there.
You ask my father to forgive you.
Well, my dad will fight your dad.
And one day I'll see you thrown into the lake of fire and then never remember.
Fuck, that escalated, didn't it? Fucking hell. I mean, if he means hell, I mean, let's face it, we're all going to hell, aren't we?
Remember you again. And if you think hell's a party, the devil's chained up just like you.
Sounds fucking kinky. We don't kink shame here. What? I'm gonna get tied up, am I? What's the problem here? What the hell's that face? We'll have all the chains. You're damn right.
There's no fun in hell.
You've obviously never been chained up before. Where is Father Bennett going? He's done several videos going, who the hell is the Fact Freak? And then talked about me in great detail. Well, there we go. There is Father Bennett right alongside those other wrong'uns. Looks like Scouse Slayer doing a bit of an Ed Gein impression. They've seen me fornicating. Fornicating. Now you look at the wrong'uns, okay? So this is where it gets more difficult. So yes, Scout Slayer said some shit things. She genuinely has. But in our wrongings, we have James Bucknell, who sexualises children, a guy who's essayed somebody. You see where I'm getting at? This is the same as when I do exposures and people go, oh, are you bothered about what so-and-so said? And I'm like, well, there's all these fucking people. So yeah, I would say that she's, yeah, close to a wronging, I'm assuming.
I've got the attention span, you simpletons. Those sitting there going, put it on times.
This is also an ableist slur. She's already said this and affected people and educated herself. I mean, she embarrassed herself because she Googled it live to whether it was a slur, and Google told her it fucking is. So what does she do? She does it again. Why the hell? What would possess you? What would possess you? Because people are not agreeing with your transphobia, you're going to call them simple? You're going to mock their intelligence, their way of processing, as you just said, the way that they think, or they can't process things quick enough, or whatever it is.
Certain group of people, it's not everybody, it's
certain group of people. Now, who do we think that certain group of people is? I thought, oh, just haters. But then when she says this...
people, right? Quite obviously, you have not got the attention span, you simpletons.
I can't put her in a tier of somebody who's sexually assaulted somebody. You can't be like, oh, she's as bad as that. It's the closest she'll ever be to Brett. But, you know, we've made that dream a reality for the two of them. Aunt Sally. Aunt motherfucking Sally. I've been on both sides of Aunt Sally, as in, she's been very kind to me and very nice, but she's also been very manipulative and gaslighting. Fact Freak, I would like you to apologise for not accepting Aunt Sally's apology. Fuck me. You can't fucking make it up. You can't make it up. Well, I will not be apologising. I will not be apologising. I will not be accepting any fucking apologies. Fuck me. What the fuck would I be apologising for? I'm sorry that I don't accept this woman's apology. I'm sorry I won't be gaslit into accepting an apology. I didn't say the charity thing was true, Amy, and I didn't say it wasn't true. I said, is that news article about you? Aunt Sally has a platform with over 100,000 viewers, and Rickster has a lot more followers than I do as well. If they wanted to go on and discuss that, then they could. Simple. You know what I mean? Yeah, Blue was exactly where I was thinking, B tier. Because also she's not exactly particularly entertaining to watch when she's not in the drama. And like, I mean that in the nicest way possible, when she's got a little room going on doing all her praying and stuff. Obviously that would be nice for those people, but... So yeah, Aunt Sally, Blue tier, all wrong'uns. Well, there you go, Rachel. It would be a pretty boring debate for you. You just be like, yep, wrong'un. Mama cars. One thing I seem to remember all the time about mama cars, which a lot of people seem to forget, which is why I would probably put them in orange tier. The motherfucker lied about DV.
Obviously, I said what I said. I said what I said, and I'll stand by that. Like I said what I said. I was pissed off. If you lot was pissed off, you lot would do the same thing. So what? Yeah, go on.
You said what you said.
Yeah, I said what I said. I apologise for that in my own time. I don't have to apologise to none of you lot.
Yeah. So yeah, that's just between me and him, you know, the things that were said. And obviously, like I said, we're working through things, so you guys can obviously have your opinions on stuff. And yeah. A lot of you guys aren't going to be nice about it. A lot of you guys are going to say what you want to say, you know.
You lot are saying DV and this and that. I told you lot, there was no DV or nothing like that. Obviously, Kaz got herself upset and this and that. And people got involved with the flipping, this is what I'm telling you, people and all these creators with their platforms got involved. I wanted to talk all this crud and all this stuff, so what? Like... So
let me explain this situation, because Dean actually agreed to the admitted to this. So basically, with the DV, Dean did punch walls in my house, and when that was expressed on someone's platform that is a friend of mine, you know, that was I was told that that does fall under that. So that is DV. Do you understand? So no one lied. No one lied about anything. That's what it comes under.
When they're with Papa, whatever the fuck he was. I'm pretty sure they did, right? And it just seems to get overlooked all the time. And in this whole struggle where people are not being taken serious over like DV and all that sort of shit, you have a fellow ally or you know, fellow ally woman who is lying about it. She isn't going to help all that shit, innit? Close to wronging. Right, Daz. Cam 2 Daz. Me and him had a little bit of a falling out over the way he spoke to Sobriety Jack or something that encouraged him to do something to himself, etc. I don't think he's a wrong'un, obviously. I don't think he's fucking close to a wrong'un or anything like that. I don't know, but what makes him straight? People say this sometimes, like, oh, he's strange. Well, because he used to own like an S shop or whatever and stuff like that. Like, he's not somebody that I watch because Cam 2 I think's fun when there's a lot of commentary or back and forth and stuff like that. But Daz tends, I mean, he's very chill and he's having a great time. But he's just sitting there. And I'm like, well, I might as well just, like, if I see that there's drama going on, I just go and watch the actual stream. But, so yeah, I'd put him in B. Like, I don't watch him loads, but I don't think he's a bad guy, really. Next person, Courtney Unicorn. I've got to be honest, straight away, B tier. Like, I like Courtney. I like to go into her stream, and I like to wind her up. And I like to, you know, troll her a little bit and stuff like that. But I don't think she's a nasty person or a wrong person. And also, everyone started calling her Peggy Sue and all that because of stuff to do with that. But I don't understand why anybody should be getting shamed about shit like that either. It's a bit weird. Joey Ticky. Guy who does all the different animations and things like that.
I need to speak to someone because I'm looking for a job.
Okay.
But I'm a famous TikToker, Chelsea Leon. I actually really used to live by the Chelsea Barracks.
Yeah.
But if they're giving 20 grand to sign up, I'm here, so honestly.
Okay. What do you want to do?
And I was born in Lancashire, so my uncle served for the Lancashire Regiment, 9 medals.
Okay, I'm not from Lancashire as well.
Yeah, and also my first painting, I was healing with a British soldier. He was the tank driver that served in Iraq. Job, can you imagine me in the army? We're like, hello, boys. Wake up, I've got your breakfast. This is all right for a bath, so check out these maps, darling.
I really like him. I think he's funny. I don't think he's like super tier because I think some of these ones are a little bit. Do you know what I understand that people who make these sort of AI videos and stuff like that, it's great. It's a way of doing things. But what I hate is when they are proper like rimming one group of people all the time. Like, bring out some more characters. And this seems like I might be bitter because he animated Pockers as Chewbacca instead of me. Maybe it comes down to that, alright? I'll put him straight along there. Now the next one, don't all type wrong and too quick. Brummy Arcade, Dale Ward. Where are we putting Brummy Arcade? The domestic abuser, the guy who's been convicted, been to jail for domestic violence.
Call the police. Call the police. Call the police.
Go downstairs now.
Call the police.
Go downstairs.
Call the police. Call the police. I'm fucking done.
Stop it in
I'm
my
fucking
house
done.
now.
Call the police.
Dave, you're
Call the
scaring
police.
me.
You're scaring you? You fucking scaring me. Well, I've been fucking scared all night. You've been around your fucking people all night, haven't you? You've been around your fucking people. I've been fucking crying in the fucking corner. You know? I've been crying in the fucking corner, you know?
Right, Dale.
You know?
I asked you not to take drugs.
I'll call the police myself. You better get me fucking locked up, so I'll fuck you from the fucking building. You don't fucking say how alone I feel. You don't understand how alone I feel. We are fucking made you.
Right, okay.
You haven't got a fucking clue how I feel in this fucking head every day of my life.
Dale, please get out of this room.
No. No.
You've smashed my sister's mirror. Please get out.
Fuck your sister's mirror. Fuck your sister's mirror. You fucking bet your sister's mirror.
And I'm shaking and I'm scared, so please get out.
Why are you shaking and you scared for? What are you scared of me?
Because you just shoved those drinks on the floor. You've knocked a tea all over the bed. I'm shaking.
Where's tea?
All over
Oh,
the
you
bed.
mean your sister's a fucking tramp and she can't clean up after herself?
Get out of this bedroom now. We are not together. I want you to leave tomorrow.
We're not together?
No.
That's fine. Because you see everybody but fucking me, don't you? You see everybody...
No, I don't at all, Dale.
Yes,
the way
you
you
do.
acted is...
You see everybody but me.
Dale?
You ain't got a clue what's going up here. You ain't got a clue because you don't see... No, you don't.
I tried to get you to go to the doctors. We're going,
And I did. I did exactly
no,
what
we
you
haven't.
wanted.
We registered and we're supposed to go on Monday, and you're still fucking kicking off now. Please get out of this room and let me go to bed. I've got work tomorrow.
I just want one person in my life to understand me. Just one person.
Get out of this bedroom, please.
And you was meant to...
It's going to take us long to decide on that one, isn't it? Absolute beast. He's still going around playing the victim, like they all do, like they all fucking do. This was the first big TikTok creator who ever talked to me, and the story of how he began talking to me is fucking hilarious. So he got my Snapchat off somebody. It was very random. Got my Snapchat off somebody who wanted to speak to me about a wrong'un. I'm not going to get into who that was. And I was in the toilet having a shit. Then my phone started ringing. And I looked and I thought, I don't want to miss that call. That's awesome. I get to speak to this guy. I really like him. I'm sitting having a shit. And who's calling? Scuba Diver Joe.
The reason I've been on social media for so long is because I've been working on green screen, as you guys have been guessing with the... Oh, it's all green screen, isn't it? So, it's made it look like Gildenberg water, but it isn't. So I'm now going to do a giant stride into the water and give you the okay. Ready? Here we go. And as you can see, it's clearly fake. And as you can see, clearly, as you were right, it's all green screen.
And we used to go live together quite a lot. We used to just chill and everything. He's just a really nice guy. You probably won't know him. He blew up during lockdown. He was doing scuba diving content. And obviously all the trolls would be like, I don't believe you actually scuba dive. Because he couldn't go and scuba dive because it was fucking lockdown. I'm going to put him, if I was going off friendship and everything like that, I'd put him in S tier because he's a really nice guy. But a lot of you, I mean, who here doesn't know him? If just put don't know in the chat. And that's the shame because I think unfortunately he's fell off, really, which happens very easily on TikTok. You know what I mean? When you're not active and stuff. It's just a shame. But I recommend you go and check him out. It's Scuba Diver Joe. And he's a lovely guy. He's honestly such a lovely guy. Pearl Price. Jesus Christ. I'll let you all talk amongst yourselves. The thing is, right, at one point, me personally, I would have put her in the wrong tier for a long time. A long, long time. But I feel like over time, moving a little bit up to me. I don't really watch it. I like this whole like arguing with Delusive Angie and getting under her skin and everything like that. But I also remember how close the two of them were at one point and how vile they were to people. Pearl just rubbed me up the wrong way, especially when she had her conviction and she came out dancing in front of court. We're celebrating being charged and found guilty of being a racist now.
£354.
Yeah, you don't get fined for not pleading guilty. It's crazy because this is what you were saying before.
So the police has been on the phone. It is going to court. They had to wait for the CPS or something, I think it is. So I do have to get a solicitor. I'm not pleading guilty because it was never said in that way.
I'm going to assume that your solicitor said, are you for real? If you go to court and try and tell everybody the excuses you've given on TikTok, you are going to be found guilty at trial. I'll remind you all what you did. Twice.
You by your fucking
I'm
name.
from fucking
Right, ladies. What I've come on for to tell you,
I'm
Luke
from
will not
Yorkshire
be
and everyone
apologising
goes, sorry,
to
Mom.
you cunt.
Oh, big
How's
up.
about that? He won't be apologising. Now, you fuck orangutan.
You must stop.
Yeah, absolutely wild. Celebrating that you only had to pay a £300 fine for being a racist. I'll leave you with these thoughtful words from Pearl herself.
I would have come up with something better. If I was going to be racist, I'd have come up with a word that I knew would have been racist.
But obviously, people then said to me that that was, you know, she was celebrating she wasn't going to do time. And right, okay, so what we'll do is we'll do a vote. We'll do a vote for B or close to wronging. I think that'll sort this out. If she should be in blue, put smiley face. If you think she should be in orange, put sad face. Go. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. God damn. Wow. Wow. That poll got equal score twice during those votes. And I think it's for me now to make the decision in it, to put her here. I'm going to choose to go with close to wronging because it's just the fact that obviously she's not repeating the behaviour. There's a lot of people who repeat that behaviour, like Chelsea the Art, for example. I've got a whole folder on her saying slurs and stuff like that. I would like to put her in this tier when I think she's getting better, basically, in my opinion. We have Carla Jane, who does awareness as well. Awareness with a little bit of a funny sort of twist to it.
Well, I missed an interesting night on TikTok, didn't I? Em's getting her weekly call out from the police. I've just caught up on all that drama. Now, I'm not being funny, but that family of that woman was in that kitchen with her were fucking raging. And I'm not surprised. I don't know why Ems was sitting there all shocked, like she had no idea why they were concerned. Oh, I don't know, Ems, why would anyone be concerned that their mother is next to you in your kitchen? What could possibly be a concern? Ugh. Best believe, if I was scrolling through TikTok and I saw my mother in Ems's kitchen of doom, I would have my trainers on, I'd be out my front door faster than Usain Bolt. They were not happy. And I'm bloody glad they kept calling and calling and calling her. Obviously, Em's done her usual winding the shit up. And the police arrived for a welfare check on the friend. And I'm going to say, I ain't being funny, but if I was ringing my mother and she was refusing to leave in a situation that could potentially be quite dangerous, because we all know what Ems is like, I would have done exactly the same. I would have phoned the police for a welfare check on my mother. I get she's a fully grown adult, and that was her friend, and she wanted to be there. But this is Ems, and that's Ems's kitchen. And no one comes out of that kitchen without any issues at all. Everything happens in that kitchen to everyone that goes there. Name me one person that has been in that kitchen where there hasn't been an issue afterwards. So, damn right the family kept ringing. Damn right the family were concerned. I'd be exactly the same. Ugh.
I came across her, I think, when she was covering Diadro and everything. I think she's awesome. We're heading straight to the S tier. Look at you all fucking love her. Well, the people who do love her or know of her have said S tier immediately, which is great. Funny you should say that, Jojo. The next one is Jojo. Jojo Misfits. Now, Jojo, where do you go, Jojo? I know where I want her. You guys can tell me what I'm talking about. I absolutely love her videos.
Hi. While I'm here, I thought I might pop in and have a quick word with EQ. EQ. Gosh. What to say? Well, let's start with the confettis that you want people to pay you for staying on an extra hour in the evening. So you're doing sub-only lives at the moment, aren't you? I can't think why. But so those people that pay for the, and I use the word loosely, privilege of watching your lives, you think that they ought to pay you an extra £1 for you to stay on for 1 hour. Now, how many people were in the live when you said that? It was 804, I think. So you want those people who are already paying you to pay more, to watch you wriggle is the word I'm going to use. Anyway, so I went back and had a look at the psychology of a narcissist. And do you know what I found? an overwhelming sense of entitlement. I know. I thought, no, surely not EQ. Turns out, yeah. So, to my mind, that's 2 traits you've demonstrated now. It's looking awfully like you might need to go and have another assessment.
Her comic timing, the way things roll off the tongue, but it's just a different way of awareness, isn't it? I think her live streams are great as well. The fact that she wants open discussion about things, which is, I think, invaluable. Absolute S tier. Absolute S tier. Ed Matthews. I can't stand the prick, right? You know, the guy has been charged because of how bad his stings. And we reacted to all the stings on YouTube. If you go to my YouTube and you click on the live bit, you can find it.
Finger, bro. Get off my finger, bro. It's snapping my finger.
Bro, are you dumb? Are you actually dumb, mate?
Just be careful, yeah? Tell him he's been aggressive.
Yeah.
Who's being aggressive?
No. Huh? It's in this one. Right, bro, this guy's jarring. You're not going anywhere.
What an absolute shit show. I don't think one of them has been successfully charged. Instead, he was charged with things.
Do you know what's funny? I had a nonce walk out the house the other day, didn't get arrested. But it's funny how I'm getting arrested, but there's nonce.
Yeah, but you can't take the law into your own hands, I suppose. I thought you were only letting them eat cat food or something.
Mind you, that you are under caution.
Yeah.
I'm recording everything you do say, maybe using evidence. So if it was me, I'd avoid
discussing
anything.
Why would you even...
Arrested for either way offence. We've got power under section 18.5 of the Police and Criminal Evidence Act to search the premises that you occupy or control for items relating to that offence. That's the power they're using to search your bedroom. When you get to custody, we'll get some paperwork that's left for the moment that explains the powers we have to do what we're doing.
You're saying is assault, yeah, common assault, ABH,
false imprisonment, attempting to administer a noxious substance, which is like poison.
Really? Cool. These accusations are mad.
Shocked.
So why is my room just getting invaded right now? Like, what are you actually looking for?
It's been searched.
What for, though? Hey, you man, this is mad.
Paedophiles.
We're looking for a black LA cap. Saves us going through all the house and tearing it, you know.
I have no idea. Look.
Like, it just made an absolute mockery out of hunting. But yeah, I would put him in... People are voting for wronging and close to wronging. We'll get you voting again. We'll get you voting on this one. But I'm going to say why I would put him in the wronging category. The reason I would put him in the wronging category is when you fuck up a sting, or, you know, and a predator gets away, a predator learns. Do we even need this vote to continue? My God. You are all firmly putting them in the wronging category. Firmly. I mean, I'll let it go. I'll let it go for the 20-odd seconds. I mean, it'll take a lot to pull it back around. Right, wronging tier. Roadman to real man. I mean, come on. Do I have to? Do I even have to ask where we're putting Roadman? Roadman to real man. Where possibly could we be putting that guy? Huge creator for awareness. What an absolute huge creator for awareness. And a nice guy as well. And obviously I'm good mates with his brother. He's honestly just such a nice guy. Let me finish this statement. He gets a lot of views and he gets a lot of interaction, which is hugely important in awareness. Hugely important in awareness. And it's great to know somebody like that can get on the FYP of so many people with his awareness. So yeah, 100%. I put him in the S tier. 100%. A nice person as far as I'm concerned. Ricky Vet. Now, Ricky Vet is a veteran, an army veteran. He's done a lot on the app to help other veterans.
How do I get a copy of my great-grandfather's medals? So first of all, you want to go to the gov.uk website and you can go apply or replace a medal or a veteran's badge. As you can see there, look, apply or replace a medal. So as you can see there, it says if you're applying for someone else's medal, you can apply on behalf of a veteran if you have lasting power of attorney. And you can see there it's saying, if the veteran has died, you must be the official next of kin. The general rule of the official next of kin are, and it lists yeah, so hopefully if you're not, one of your family members is, so they can do it. It also says there, if you're applying on behalf of someone else, you must include a copy of either your lasting power of attorney or a death certificate. Also, I forgot to mention, you can see there, you've got to download the form. The last I remember when I did one was you had to physically download it and fill it in paper and then send it off, because you've got to send off, like they say, the death certificate, etc., or power of attorney.
He speaks a lot about men's mental health. Right, next one. HS Tiki Toki. How's jail, HS? Currently, when we're filming this, he's in jail, isn't he? He's on remand.
TikTok star HS Tiki Toki, real name Harrison Sullivan, has been arrested and remanded in custody.
Now, he always joked about the court case to do with the child as well, isn't it? There's this underlying thing to do with that.
What? People are spamming my chat about something.
What are they saying?
I don't want to... It's not my business, guys.
No, bro, it can't be anything bad. Go on, what are they saying? Go on, Shan. Go on.
Court case.
Did you just say that on a live stream and I've got 10k people watching?
Ask about the court case. Like, thousands.
Why are you saying that on live? What's your name? What's your name?
People are saying about it. I don't know.
What is your name? What is your name? Tell me what your name is right now. Tell me what your name is right now. Tell me what your name is. Tell me what your name is, please. Because you've just accused me with 10k people watching that I've got a court case. Are you mad? Are you mad? Let me get a picture of you right now. Let me get a picture of you. Yeah? Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah. Cool. Never do that again. Never do that again. No, you're gonna make me gag. Don't do that again. But no. Shush, bruv. Don't do that again, please. No.
The one statement that man makes, if he knew nothing else about HS Tiki Toki, apart from the fact that he has asked the age of women, and when they've been lower than the age of consent, has said, "I'm pre-ordering that one. Pre-order game."
So what are you up to today?
Going to church.
Huh?
Going to church.
What did you say?
Going to church. Going church.
You go in church? Oh, you're proper Catholics and that?
No.
So why are you going to church then?
For a Holy Communion.
Oh, you're doing your communion?
Yeah. Well, not me, but yeah. What are you doing?
Dunno, to be honest. I'm just chilling today. I'm about to go gym. About to go do all that stuff. Mate, fucking hell, I remember doing my communion. You must be like year 8, innit?
No, it's not us doing it. It's my little cousin.
Whose communion is it?
My little cousin.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Alright, anyway, listen, I'm going to pre-order you, yeah? I'll send you a message.
Alright.
See you later, Shan.
Alright, bye.
That's enough for me to put you straight here. Straight here. And I don't think it's going to shock me where you guys are going to want to put this person. Boss Callie. Where are we putting Boss Callie? The guy who there is footage of him picking a woman up and slamming her to the ground.
And bearing in mind, Goldie, before you start waffling to me, just remember what you sent me, yeah? So before you start waffling, just remember what you sent me. Because we can both be scumbags. Just remember, like, you can scum me off and I can scum you off just as bad. Oh, sunshine, you don't even want to know, mate. Alright, well, I'm not saying you've said a bad word. What I'm trying to say is, why are you following people what waffle shit about me? I'm not saying that you've messaged, I'm not saying that. I'm asking you, why it's a simple, very simple, plain English. Why do you follow troll accounts what talk shit about me?
It's absolutely mental to me that this person is still entertained by anybody. Straight in there. Becca. Evil Queens, because I'm just putting it next to Cockapoo so you can see who I'm talking about. It does awareness and covers true crime content and things like that.
A 13-year-old girl from Swindon has been arrested on suspicion of murder after the death of the 50-year-old woman. We're going to talk about everything we know so far. Friday the 21st of November at around 7 o'clock, the police were called to the property after a report of a disturbance. When they got to the property, the woman in her 50s was found not breathing. She was sadly pronounced dead at the scene and had no other visible injuries. The 13-year-old girl was arrested at the scene, and Wiltshire police have since confirmed she has been arrested on suspicion of murder. They've confirmed they're not looking for anybody else in connection with the incident. The house in Basing Close has now been cordoned off as investigations continue. And that's all we really know about the incident so far. There's been no confirmation about the relationship between the 13-year-old and the 50-year-old and how the minor came to be involved.
I really like Becca. I don't know whether I would put her in S tier though. I'll pop her in the A tier. I can't vote for this one because I absolutely love her. Michelle. She's trying. You can tell by her content recently, she's trying to push herself.
For those that need to hear it today, 1, you are beautiful. You need to act like it. 2, you're confident and you need to show it. 3, you are all that and you need to be that. Go out there and have a motivated day and keep shining.
But push herself in a way where she's doing content to like reach out and be nice to people. Can we have smiley face if you want her in B tier? Can we have sad face? Let's go. Right, so we're putting Michelle in that A tier. When I first met this person, I also met Alicia through this person. Not in a nice way either. Not in a nice way. Because he had been screaming at Alicia and saying that he hoped she would get gripped. Luke Martin, he's an absolute wrong'un.
Do you know? No, listen. Do you know?
No, go fuck yourself, Alice. And I literally hope. I actually am going to say this. I hope that you're right and nobody believes you.
I've covered him multiple times. He has a real hatred for women. Karma Kaz is definitely not close to a wrong'un. He's definitely not a wrong'un. I don't watch him anymore. I think he's a nice guy. And I just, you know, it's just a shame. It's a shame because I really liked his reaction content, but obviously he wasn't happy doing it, so...
It's like, just own up to it. It doesn't matter whether you had a drink or not. Own up to it and piss off, basically. Just because you say sorry for something doesn't mean that everyone has to accept your apology. And it doesn't mean that everyone's like, all right, sweet.
You're going to do what's best for you, haven't you? Straight into B, I think. Straight into B. Now, Troy's already said where he wants to go, so he's an absolute wrong'un. We'll just move on. No, where would you guys put Troy? People are saying SA. I've got to be honest with you. Awareness is key. Troy's been doing this. I don't know whether Troy's been doing awareness longer than me, to be honest, or the same time. Somewhere in that sort of list. Where would you put the Hardys? The Hardys are quite controversial in a lot of way. I didn't believe in beating them and going at them constantly, obviously, with what was going on.
Is that the pain that we were feeling then is exactly what we've got to go through now. Bring it up. It takes like a little tiny bit of a trigger, but guys, take this trigger one, take it as however way you want. There ain't many people that are going through what we're going through, mate. We've got this to come. It could be next week, could be 2 weeks, could be a month, could be a year, we don't know. And I think that's what the scariest part of it all is.
I don't think the nasty people, I don't think the wrong'uns, man. This is what I'm trying to get through as well. This sort of list helps. When you think about wrong'uns, some people think about wrong'uns like somebody that don't like on TikTok. When I think about wrong'uns, I'm thinking about people like this, who have said they're going to grape people, assault people, people who've been... I think I would whack them in B too. Pagey baby. Where would you put Pagey? I know where I'd put Pagey. Oh, that sounds wrong. She's always trying to get child support for me. It's bloody bollocks.
Over your head when they're the ones that are screaming at me and everyone else, remember? Don't call the convicted racist a racist. I'm not allowed. So if they're saying that about me, then you must post your evidence, my love, and show everyone that why would they be using that? Because apparently I'm the race baiter, but I'm not accusing random people of being racist, which they're not.
No.
So if they are doing that, does that not mean they're race baiters?
I think Paige gets a lot of shit that she doesn't deserve on this app. This is going to be a vote, isn't it? Because I can see a lot of mixes between S and A. Boom! Looks like Pagey Baby is going in S tier. No face, no kiss. To me, it's pretty obvious. He's a great guy. He's in the awareness community. Obviously, I'm going to be soft on people in the awareness community. Well, not everyone, because there is a few people in this awareness community that I'm going to make my feelings very vocal tonight. I think he's an absolute S tier. Yeah, he's an absolute lovely dude. Do you know when Remy did a live show? when she did the live show, No Face came to the live show. So I have seen No Face's face before it was out there. Before it was out there more. And you know what? Such a lovely dude. Let's whack him in S tier. Let's whack him in S tier immediately. DG Decor. Where we're going to put DG. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Sarah there said B tier. Sarah said B tier. And I was tempted to put him. Like, when DG's funny, he's really funny.
Guys. Cooking with Jasmine. Cooking with Jasmine. The #1 transformer. So, we got chips. Oh, with the pound to PayPal. Thank you. Got chips, a bit cold. A bit cold, aren't they? 5 out of 10. Oh, stand away with the penny to PayPal, thank you.
I don't know if he's the same generation as me, but like dressing up as an old man and acting dumb and, you know, doing a thing with a mannequin is very Jackass to me. You know, stuff that me and my mates were doing with a video camera. Do you know what I mean? When we were teenagers and stuff, recreating Jackass. Still funny. Right, it looks like you guys have voted for B tier for DG Decor. And to be honest, that's what I was leaning with. I'm going to try and get through this sentence with a straight face. Where would you guys rank Paul Breach? I mean, like, Christ almighty. Do you know Paul Breach absolutely lost his shit with me? Does anybody follow me when me and Paul Breach had back and forths? Paul Breach said that he kissed a patient when he was a carer on the forehead, and then he denied it. So I made a video calling it out. Hey guys, it's the Fact Freak, and this guy right here has got to be one of the most requested for a deep dive. Now, I personally believe that it's really heavily covered all over TikTok and YouTube, but that doesn't stop me researching, and I just wanted to share this with you guys. Now, when I do my research, it's quite obvious when we come across a liar. Now, let's point out that date up there. That is the 9th of November 2021. This is when this article that I'm about to show you was published on TheFactFreakLIVE. Now, I think you guys can all read what it says there, and obviously you can just press pause to read it. Now, Paul completely denied this when it was posted, however later went to talk about it himself. And then he got in my comment section. The video sort of went semi-viral while I was at work, and then he went in my comment section and he was arguing with everyone. So when I went back onto my app, it was like 200 plus notifications, and the majority of them were Paul Breach arguing with people in the comment section. So then obviously I pulled out his comment where he said I was lying about it and replied to it by showing on a green screen or something like that him saying exactly what he said.
Give a resident a hug. I will give a side cheek kiss on the top of the head because I am an affectionate carer. I know if I was pulling or sweaty. Oh. You must have it, man. So I am an affectionate carer. That's me. Side cheek, hug, people, treat them like human beings. Welcome to me.
And then he started calling me out. Then he wanted to have me in his live. He wanted me to join his live stream. And then was pretending that he didn't see me requesting the box. Guy's an absolute weapon. Absolute weapon. So yes, he's going in the wronging category, I'm guessing, chat. Straight in. Right, so the next one, it depends, I think, what you know about this person. Chef Dave. Now, I want to put him here, in the wronging tier, immediately. Now, the guy can be funny. I won't deny that. But he's also a massive racist.
Is on some Channel 4 programme about immigration. Like, this is a man who, like, he's had his say on immigration before on his TikTok channel, and he's been seen with, like, the Reform Party leader of his area having a pint and stuff like that. But yeah, like, you'd have to see it to believe it, but it is coming on Channel 4. Here he is on the trailer. He says he wants to come back alive from there. And saying, is it too late to pull out? He's one of them. I think they go to like Somalia, Syria, all this lot, and they're basically seeing how the immigrants are living and what making them want to come over here and the journey, how they get here and stuff, which will Me and Chef Dave coming over on a dinghy.
Like, he's literally been on the TV as a racist. Like, like legit. And everyone's like, oh, he's hilarious. Like, fucking wrongin'. Get next to Paul Breach. DHB, I don't think I would call him a wrongin'. Like, I don't fucking know. Maybe I just don't want to be too harsh on DHB. For me, I've always thought DHB was boring because he just says the same shit over and over and over again. And I feel that that's what DHB does. Not to say that the points he's making are not valid at times and things like that. Like, he went on and on and on about the Hardys, almost like an obsessive level.
Did you or did you not say on your live stream that if I had a sick, dying child, I wouldn't shove it in front of a camera?
Sorry, can I just say as well, you didn't refer to it as a sick, dying child. You actually said she's on her last legs. And that's what is disgusting.
Did you also, Daryl? Did you also...
Guys, can we let him reply? Did you say that?
Did I say what, sorry?
That she's on her last legs.
I don't recall it, no. I said she's a sick, dying child.
No, you didn't. You said she's on her last legs.
Right, hang on. Did you... Right, so I've been watching, right? You said... Katie, you turned around and...
She's not sick at the minute, which is why we made that decision to go on that holiday to get the respite that was much needed, which we don't get a lot of, because we know that she was with her nan, again, I'm still speaking, with her nan and with her carers, and had all of it. We can't just go away. We have to make sure that things are in place massively. So just like any other child will go to their grandmother's, or go to their friends, or go to their parents' house, I was at her nan's house.
Not any other child. She's been given limited time to live, sadly, and I'm sorry for that.
Can I ask you
a question?
I'd put him in B tier, because I'm just like, well, you bore me. And the amount of fucking 10-minute videos of the man just rambling on in his car, when I assume that Jane's like off to the shops or something, he's going in B. Bowser. Does anybody know Bowser, the rapper guy? I think he had DV convictions and stuff like that.
Karma comes round and bites people on the ass. That's all I'm gonna fucking say. Now my man's sat in his live, talking a load of shit. So what? I did an ABH 10 years ago, and my ex was attacking me for weeks and I reacted once. That does not make me a wrong one, my friend.
He's an absolute fucking wrong one. He's just come back. Well, he can just fuck off. Has he come back just for Christmas, has he? Come back just for Christmas. I'm going to whack him on that wronging list. Straight there. I don't think a lot of you guys will know. So you tell me if you know this person, right? They are called Chloe Jenkins. This is a trans woman. This is somebody that had their children removed.
That somebody has been posting false allegations about me online.
I mean, this is your paperwork, isn't it, Chloe, where you said that social services have placed you on the register, and all that obviously is there. Also, isn't this you? Talking quite openly about what you have been investigated for in the past. And those children were taken off you and never returned to you. But you claim it was because you shared a meme on Facebook. I mean, don't take it from me. Here's Chloe saying it.
They weren't taken away because of sexual violence. They were taken away because I shared something on Facebook.
You also said from your own mouth you were put on the register. I mean, this isn't just his, this is what you have said.
Down on the records telling that this person is a sex offender and all this. That's what they did with me.
Everyone knows I don't report on hearsay. They overshared their own records that proved this sort of stuff. This one right here. Right here. I'm sorry, is anybody in the chat Scottish? So, I'm imagining the Scots here will not claim this man. John Shields.
Do you want to be my boyfriend? Do you want to be my boyfriend? Do you want to be my boyfriend? Why not? Is it because of the train arriving? Yeah, me too, honestly. Yeah, I love that song.
Motherfucker SA'd somebody on a live stream. Absolute wrong. I didn't know a lot about him until all that went on, but my God, 100% straight on that list. The next person is Canadian Angie. Now I want you all to fight in the chat.
That's freak. He was in. Sorry, he was in my box, and I told him that I would judge him by whatever information came out, and he can't lie and say that I didn't say that. He said about the woman, I never hit her. It was they were holding me down, and I said, okay, Dan, I'll give you that because I don't know if that's true or not. So Dan, don't get up here and patronize me because it's not going to work. You are nothing but venom on this app since you stepped.
There you go. What about my mental health, Ange?
If you had mental health, you wouldn't be sitting there chatting the way you do.
We all have mental health.
Dan, one sec. I don't know a huge amount. Did I email the court and ask for Dan's convictions? You're damn right, I'm still waiting. However, Angie, when did he get convicted?
I don't even know. I don't look that deep into Dan.
No, I know. Right, just, like, I'm just trying to put perspective. Was it 10 years or 5 years? How long do you think ago this was?
I think it was a while ago, maybe 8 years, 10, I don't know, 10, is it 10? 8 years ago was a while ago, I think.
Was he in a relationship with a person?
Was he in a relationship with a person?
Like a romantic relationship, or was he they're a family member, or?
I don't know if he was in a relationship.
Well, then it wouldn't be DV, would it? Now, I'm not saying that it's necessarily going to be all right, but it wouldn't be DV if they weren't in a relationship or familial abuse, which is the family.
Well, shut up. Sorry.
No, but like, do you know that? Sorry, did I miss that?
Yes, I do. I am a DV survivor, so I do know that.
No, I don't mean that. I mean, was he in a relationship with a person that...
I have no clue that. Do you know that? I don't know that. If you have more information...
No, right, okay. I don't know that. Let's say I don't know that. Can I then call him a DV perpetrator?
Yeah, you can if you want to.
But
because we don't know.
You know what I'm getting at, though, don't you?
I know what you're getting at, but either...
The problem with Canadian Angie is I don't really have a lot of context on Canadian Angie because I don't really watch her that much. And I've always had all right interactions with her. People want to say, right, Canadian Angie's a wrong'un, right? But if you're going to say Canadian Angie's a wrong'un, you're going to put her with paedophiles, sex offenders, domestic violence abusers. So does that seem right? Right, okay, we'll do a vote for Canadian Angie because, like I say, I knew it was going to be a bit, either love her or hate her sort of thing. So you all voted for Sadface, which get yourself into BT'd. Get bead. I totally forgot this person existed, and I'm very sorry because I feel bad. Dead Wings. Yarr! Like, he's going to have to go and BT, really, because, like, where the hell is he? Can we get a... Thank you, Scrappy. Can we get, like, can somebody fucking find out where the fuck he is? Like, Dead Wings! I don't know. He's going to have to go BT. Scottish Darren.
You can hear it just slightly.
Standing up. I can Darren stand.
Scottish Darren, Rickster's best mate and lover. Can you imagine? Man wanted to see his cousin playing with their girlfriend.
Everyone's asking me to ask you about a cat.
The fuck?
Yeah, that cat. Darren's wanted at the moment with the RSPCA.
No, fuck up, Rick.
Hey guys,
what's happened there?
Nothing. Everyone just assuming because I looked after my dad's cat like last year.
Yeah, that's him. Big up corrupted.
Yeah, what are they assuming?
Did you do a big box battle the other day, Dean?
No.
They're trying to say that I've done so to the cat.
Big up Sean.
What, you touched the cat?
Darren confessed to me, yeah.
What the fuck, Rick?
Did you confess that to him, Darren?
No! Did I hell? You know what, but Rick did touch my biological mother.
You can't blame him, I bet she's dead sexy.
Wanted to pump his cousin, Jesus. I mean, when you put it like that. Darren has been compared to Deliverance, quite rightly, Sweet Home Alabama sort of style, because he wanted to smash his cousin. So straight in the wrong list. Ryan Windridge. I mean, Jesus Christ. Do we have to do any sort of votes for this? Been outed for messaging young lasses on Snapchat.
Are those voice notes real?
Yeah, they're not to a minor though.
What? Oh, they're not to a minor?
No, they were to like a girl called Sophie I used to talk to.
That's bollocks. I mean, yes, this autistic business winds me up. I'm going to be completely truthful with you. Like, everybody makes excuses saying they're autistic or they're this, they're that. That's bollocks. You know, if you do something like he's done, right, you can't use that as an excuse. What? Just so because he's done it, he's going to get away with it and he won't get put in prison. Do you know what I mean?
Do you not believe he was like duped? Like he was like tricked?
I think he might have been tricked. Yes, he might have been, but you don't get yourself in them situations in the first place.
All sorts of shit like that. The way he was with Gracie and everything, like, he's a very, very questionable dude. I would whack him straight in that wrong list. Some of you guys might not know who he is. Now, the person I'm about to say next has actually been stung by a hunting team and is currently under investigation. What in the 2020? So this is Brian Rose. Now, Brian, he's just been stung by this hunting team. I'll just remind you of some of the things that Brian has already confessed on here.
Sorry for what I did and the messages I sent you. Jade, I'm sorry for leaving you in handcuffs all night. And Tony, I'm sorry for you as well.
Now, Brian likes to make threats. He's got a very loud mouth. Did he come out and face the hunters? Absolutely not. I'm going to show you a little excerpt from it, but please go over to their page and give them some support.
Not for much longer, Brian.
Is that a threat, Brian? Just dead.
I mean, to be fair, Brian will be registered soon on the sex offenders register. Should we just go ahead and put Brian Rose on the wronging list? For fuck's sake, like legitimately, like, where the hell else is he gonna go? I feel like this person is having a bit of a, a rise a little bit. Like, it's either this, actually, no, fuck that. I'm going to scratch that completely. This person is not having a rise in fame, stardom, or whatever the fuck you want to call it on TikTok. He, in fact, I think has stayed the same. Mediocrity, piece of crap, a lol cow. Everybody's laughing at him. It's the creators that were bigger who are now down hanging about with him. Mr. UK TikTok official. Mr. UK TikTok official left somebody screaming in agony. Oh, it's not his singing, it's his crackhead brother.
No, Paul, I can't. Yeah, Duke, it's not as easy as that. I got this burning in my head as well.
So, Kev is quite the family man, obviously. He was okay with throwing his brother on the floor at the door of the hospital, like a modern-day nativity show.
I'm not sitting. I'll take you there, but I'm not. I'll go there, but I'm coming home. I'm not sitting there.
However,
in the hospital, I'll get in a car. So it's just gonna be the same. I'm gonna get in a car and I'll come back home. He
wasn't going to fucking hang around. He has to get back on TikTok, begging it up for roses. So please tell me what you think of Kev. You know what I mean? Was Chelsea Liard going to be knocking about with him like years ago when she was booming? Or Zach DeBrat, right next to close to her wronging? His new best friend, Chelsea Lee Art. This woman has slurred so many times on this app.
My son's a got a baby father. I got a baby father. He's a I'ma fuck you up. Don't fuck with me. Where's my from Birmingham? Not what time it is. My
has done so many horrific things. Just the way she speaks to people. Racist like three times on this app. You know, the hard end, slurring all over the place. Whapped the spaniel's ears out. She was touching up that guy the other week, wasn't he? People cannot consent. Once again, I can't believe that I would have to say this in 2025. Now, I'm not going to put the footage in this video, but I think we all know what we're talking about. The oh so famous root screaming bitch obviously decided to SA somebody, as far as I'm concerned, on a live stream in front of potentially God only knows how many people who've been through this similar sort of thing, never mind the guy himself. And let's face it, when people go through something like that, they don't always see the sinisterness of it until a later date. So he may be okay with it now, he may be okay until things really set in. Yeah, what an absolute fucking ridiculous thing to do. And yeah, this one just keeps getting worse and worse. When he was bloody passed out drunk, going for wronging, straight in the wronging to you. Corey Wilde. I like Corey. I'll just have a soft spot for Corey. Where would you guys say? Where would you guys say? S, A or B? Put it in the chat and then we'll have a vote between two of them.
Door and tries the door handle again. See? What were you planning on doing there, pal? Coming through my door? Is that what you were planning on doing? You've got your fist clenched in one hand. Clenched, sorry, is that the word? Yeah, clenched. You've got your fist clenched in one hand, and then you're trying my door with the other. And you didn't just turn up on your own, Rickster. So you're not the big bad gangster you think you are, pal. I actively encourage you to come back to my house now. Actively encourage you. D Green, thank you. Because I didn't know you were coming. But I certainly was not going to open the door in any way, shape or form with one man waiting outside at the back of my home and then two men waiting outside the front. All right? I have reported this to the police, but if you wish to come back here, give me the heads up and then we can have this big wild scrap outside. And he has the audacity to call me big. Look, he doesn't come on his own, girls. Doesn't come up on his own. He comes with other people. He cannot come on his own. Corey! Corey, open up, Corey! Are you a boy? Corey, come and open the door!
Everyone's going B. Everyone's going B. Alpha bar. I mean, come on. Jesus Christ. What she's doing with that cat at the minute is absolutely insane. This bitch has got worms, but so's her cat. Let's get into it. So, of course, Alpha Bar went to a Pets at Home.
And I'm kind of new.
To ask them some advice. And it's quite telling.
Just future reference, basically, just have them in the house.
So, because... Is it the first lot of flea treatment that the cat's going to have?
Well, I've just got her for...
You hear that? That's because you don't want to say that you haven't had it treated.
Well, I've just got her for somewhere else, so it's not her first lot at all.
How old is she?
So you assume because you bought it off somebody online that the cat has already had flea treatment.
So I'd recommend finding out what flea treatment that your vet is going to give her. Because if you switch it up straight away, she could have a reaction.
Ah, good to know, okay.
Good to know that Alpha Bar knows absolutely nothing about owning a cat.
Shitty wee-wees.
Itchy wee-wees, is that an issue that you have?
Harness for walking. Catnip, green. Tunnel.
It'll just be me that's thinking, how long has Alpha Bar had this cat? And now she's getting the cat enrichment things. Don't forget, guys, if you like my awareness videos, make sure you're following. Hit that like button.
Worm treatment. Is it the same with the worms as well?
Yes.
Oh, it's the same with the worms as well, okay.
Definitely think the cat needs worm treatment. Actually, fuck it, you should get some too. Please, guys, tell me what you think of this below. Absolutely insane. Wrongin'. I hope you enjoy the picture that it shows. Ladies, keep your pH levels sorted, right? It's not easy. If you think you can shove bath salts up there, you're wrong.
I'm spying on the walls, you're slamming the doors, you're drilling at 7 o'clock in the morning. The list goes on.
I've kept logs of
Even
it.
yesterday, someone came out, I don't know if it's a neighbour.
If you've logged it all, how have you lost count?
I couldn't breathe. I've got actual
No,
video
it's
evidence.
crazy.
I've got evidence.
Crazy.
Why is Alpha Bar trying to make out that the neighbours like doing smoke signals through a living room or something?
I've got evidence. This is where she said she directly put smoke at our house. Found it.
It works as well. Yeah, everyone make sure they bring their fans as well so we can actually purposely direct the smoke at their house.
Next time, make sure that we blow the... Like, that could be a response from her to hear an Elphaba make these claims. Zach de Brat. Close to a wrongin', oh God.
When it's so... Yeah, it does, doesn't it? And it's just fucking... sent me a little bit cuckoo, I'm not gonna lie. Like, don't worry, I'm fine, I'm just human, I'm just feeling like different emotions about the situation, you know? Like, I proper feel for EQ as well. And then you've got other FYP hosts sitting there suggesting that they make contact, and then when the same happened to me with my dad, telling me that my toxic dad, who has mentally abused me, has his right to his side, and I'm sitting there thinking, hang on, when it weren't that long ago, you were getting smashed around the kitchen by your baby father, darling. You know what I mean? If it weren't for him being dead, should we bring him on the app and let him tell his side? Like, it's just scummy, man. Like, it's so scummy, like, it's trash.
And then the other one.
Sorry, it was Cam 2 that got disconnected. They were watching Angie while Angie was watching here.
Bon Angie, Bon Cam 2. If they're going to sit and not stand with people.
Release! You know what I mean? And the amount of times I get my addictions, my fucking, you know... Do you know, I'd love to booyaka that tramp on a Sunday morning. Like flies around shit, they're everywhere, aren't they? I'm taking no prisoners to shoot. If you're a terrible person, man or woman, you're getting it in the neck, mate. If you're a nasty individual and you're toxic, then yeah, I probably would booyaka, yeah.
We're going to be voting between wrongin' and close to a wrongin'. Fucking overwhelming vote on that one. Geordie Princess. Like, I've covered her extensively in deep dives and all sorts of stuff. Hi, is that the Grand Hotel? I had a booking for tomorrow, but I just want to confirm something. Is there a loudmouth Geordie there with a couple of spaniels and another dog? Yeah, you would have noticed the spaniels would have been flapping around uncontrollably. Oh, right, okay, she is. Has the pool been disinfected since the finger blasting incident? Yeah, what about the fumigation of the room? Because I understand there was a lot of sand in crevices, that then obviously those crevices open up fairly easily, so I understand the sand just sort of spread around the hotel. Is that so? You were showing me that the pipe was medicinal. No, well, she didn't. It's not exactly sitting there with a fat cap, is she? Like, you know what kind of pipe it was. Come on, you've definitely answered a lot of questions. I'm just concerned that you haven't been able to get the stains out of the seat yet, and I don't want to touch that with bare skin, as you can.
I guarantee you, I'll make bags and bags and bags of money on the way.
Who is this? Stop calling me.
He's both. The reason I give Ralphie half of the Chinese for is because I wasn't having it, and I give him it because he likes it. Got nothing to do with anybody else on this. I'll be the type.
Why are you asking me then? Why are you calling me? Leave me alone. Get out of the area. Woman has flashed her spaniels to kids in the street. Literally, her partner was ODing on the floor and she was live streaming it.
2 years that there's been something wrong with us, haven't I? 2 year. I've been in the hospital, they've sent us home saying that it's water infections and all this, and then it's come out about this. Like, I don't want to cry, love, because I've been crying for the past 3 days since, or like 4 days. Do you know what I mean? But I'm very scared, especially when I've just had my tubes out. Yeah, they said, they did say, I've got a letter here.
So the next person here is an absolute racist piece of shit. Let's just phrase it the way it is. And that is fat arse, child-loving Ian Moore.
You guys have asked for it. Here's my first deep dive into Ian Moore.
That will be quite mean, but this Toby took a girl likes to wank from screen to scene. Adjust disturbing. Don't come at me till you listen and you've heard it.
Yep, so Ian was literally the king at one point on TikTok of making drama and talking to underage children. Now with this, it is literally being proved, and Ian actually doesn't deny it.
I'm just having a quick wank, Kieran, and I'll be going live again. Why won't you show me? Kieran, come and sit on my face. I want you to be the first guy that I've rimmed. Never done it before. I want you to be my first.
Now, these DMs, these messages, you can find online very easily. It's really disturbing and shows like grooming, basically. He is begging this guy for something and saying he will do this and that for him. It's really disturbing, and I'm glad that Ian Moore is now off TikTok. But of course he moved on to YouTube, and the first thing he did was create some drama. Now the song I played you is actually a diss track by Callum Adams, or you might know him as TikTok, or whatever. I love Callum, I follow Callum. But this guy started beef with him, and of course Callum served him in a diss track and a few videos too.
Call her Michelle. Thinks she's God's gift, yeah? So she thinks she's I'm so happy he's been banned. Let's go and ban her, shall we? Shall we have a little party and go over on her page? Give her a little bit of fun and games over there and give her a little report.
So yeah, as you've seen there, obviously Callum's watching his stuff and breaking it down. But that particular clip there, it's worth checking Callum's YouTube video out on Ian. He's literally encouraging people to mass report somebody on TikTok just because he has beef with them. Now, of course, you might have seen Ian's videos as well, where it shows massive amounts of food that he's about to eat. Now, I was thinking about this recently, and TikTok's very good at taking down videos where it could encourage somebody to do something that's potentially risky to their health, or, massive risk to their health. Yet Ian was allowed to post this. Ian would also go on stream and drink heavily to the point where he'd pass out live on stream.
Fucking scumbag. Go on, TikTok, block it. Go on, block.
So yeah, there's just a look and a small deep dive into Ian. Don't ask for a part 2. Ian Moore, who says, 16's legal, big fat slob.
No, I'm 36, mate. 36, 16 is legal, correct?
16, but would you imagine him, like, with your daughter? Imagine him with your daughter.
You've just been wiped out, mate. You've been wiped out. Look at the law, dickhead.
I ain't gone.
Look at the law, fucking beardy. Look at the law. I can shag any 16-year-old, no problem. No one can do nothing about it.
Oh, my God.
Boxer, your mum could shag a 16-year-old, even from her deathbed, bless her.
Who would get pissed every night. But yeah, absolute fucking wrong and racist piece of crap. Straight in there. Evil queen. Well, I feel EQ does go hell for leather and do some nasty shit and then recalls herself for a while and behaves. This is the longest I've seen her behave for.
It's a genetic hereditary condition, and that is why so many people need to understand and hear about it, because so many people in this country and worldwide do not even know about it. You yourself didn't even know about it. And you will almost definitely know people. There will be people in your life who are watching who will have polycystic ovaries.
Who's got polyester ovaries, everyone?
EQ, can you please say it correctly if you're going to say it?
What is it again?
Polycystic.
Can't you shorten it down? There's a polyester ovaries or something.
No, it's known as PCOS.
PCOS.
Polycystic ovarian syndrome.
Ovarian cancer.
No, ovarian syndrome.
Oh, sorry, ovarian
syndrome. It's not
syndrome.
a cancer. No. Don't get it wrong. It's not cancer. Okay.
Okay, it's not.
So,
it's not.
Polycystic ovarian syndrome is a serious condition. Okay.
In reality, this is nothing. It's only a battle on TikTok, and I'm still making diamonds. I'm still number 9 in the UK. And
Thank you. Oh,
I wish you nothing but kindness, everyone. Thank you.
You don't wish anybody anything. You've lied about having autism. You lied about having tics. You lied about having Tourette's. You've lied about being SA'd. The things you've done, and you think you're sitting there like the moral high ground. Thank you, Duds. Thank you, babes. Apology.
Thank you so much, honestly. You're
So
amazing.
there's no getting away from what you've done.
I always remember when I started up doing awareness, Evil Queen would always come into my live stream, join the box and things like that, to help boost views when I was talking about paedophiles and sex offenders on the app. So I've always given her a lot of grace and a lot of credit for that, because it obviously helped me personally. I have seen her help with a lot of awareness stuff. I haven't seen her doing a lot of vile shit recently, but she can be fucking vile, let's face it. But on everybody on this list, we're going to put it to a vote. That was B tier. Now, the next person, let's just face it, everyone fancies her. Alicia, the old crop top. I miss the crop top.
It's for this little girl that's what this case needs. They need justice for Adriana. Her family, the whole of Guyana, needs justice for Adriana. It's just like when Adriana's mentioned now, it turns into a live about Hayley. You've got some Adele woman who, she goes live and she's got like really dark eyes and I feel like she's evil. She's constantly running lives on Hayley, and when you're doing what you're doing, you're losing your points. You're losing your valid facts that you had, because you could have your things. And I know, who's Ina? I looked on her page yesterday and it's just all screen records of Hayley's live. And I just think everyone's entitled to their opinion. And because Hayley has got a large platform and because she does crime cases, she is going to be open to criticism. That's just the way it goes. It's always been the same from when I first knew her, from when I wasn't friends with her. And I think people followed me that had a dislike for her, thinking that I would tell them stuff and whatever. And I wasn't down for that. I wouldn't do it to anyone. Because it's just, I was friends with her before. Do you know what I mean? But I just think, yeah, that's what I mean, Yara. If you don't like her, don't watch her. We get it. You don't like her. Like this whole thing about someone had made a threat of acid to London, which is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Nobody should be making those threats. But that's not Hayley. She can't control people. And there are people on this internet that are massive trolls that want to say things to trigger you. And it's just going way too far. And people even have a conversation, hash out your differences, and come, because she's come away from the case now. So hash out your differences, dead it, or just block each other. Just block each other. That's what I think anyway. Like, because I love Mary Motormouth. I love Chantel. I just don't get involved in all that stuff. But it's getting obsessive, you know, and it's too much. And if she's come off the case, like that's what you wanted, that's what you've got. So where are we going from here?
S tier. She's up at the top. She's up at the top. Oh, next to No Face. Oh, she's next to No Face in the S tier. Right, so the next one is in the chat, trying to stir the shit. Cook and Cruise with John.
Earlier in the week that happened a few months ago, we know we did wrong. Since that time that it came out in the last week, a group has been targeting us, contacting our workplaces, leaving negative reviews, malicious complaints, and on top of all of that, have taken photos of Pockers's child and put it into a Discord server and shared it amongst themselves, trying to say that you were a bad parent.
And let's be real, right? You know, there are things that we can all regret in life and whatnot, but knowing when you overstep a mark, I think, is quite important. That's why we shut the show down.
Is in the middle of the ocean. Is he with Luna this time? Probably not. I like watching his cruise stuff, man. You know, a grown man speaking to a wooden spoon. Put you in wrong. Is that where you'd like to go, John? Right, so it looks like John's getting whacked into B tier. Sophie Bailey. I think you'd be voting between B, close to wronging.
Hello?
Sophie.
Hello! Finally! Hello, are you okay? I'm doing amazing. How are you?
It's prison.
Oh God, how long have you been in there now, Joe?
8 years.
No way.
Yeah.
And you've not heard anything back from Trump for the pardon yet or anything?
Not yet. I mean, the White House did contact the prison about a month ago and checked on my, what I've been doing and all that stuff. And then just last night, I added his lawyer on my team. So now his lawyer is one of my lawyers.
Right. That's really
so we're
good.
hoping that, so we're hoping that helps too.
I hope it does. Everybody sat and watched it and everyone thought you was an icon.
I get so many letters from the United Kingdom.
Yeah, she's calmed down massively. I think there's been a lot of people that you would say, fuck me, they're just out and out this, who have calmed themselves down and changed around and are backing things up. So that would put her in the close to a wrong'un. So the next person on the list, right, has had some controversy recently, shall we say. Chippy, I think he's a lovely guy.
I'm spending time with my mates on here, with friends on here, acquaintances. That's all I want to do. I do my FYP so you lot can have somewhere to go and catch up with things. I don't go on there to make judgments and fucking to tell you which side of TikTok to be sat at. If anybody out there thinks that suddenly EQ's going to start using me as a puppet, no, you're not. I'll tell you that now, EQ, you're not. I ain't Kamikaze or anybody like that. You used him as a puppet. It's not my scene, sorry. So there'll be no inboxes telling me that she comes in my live and starts gifting me, she'll be blocked.
And that's where he's going. He's going on the 8 tier. I think he's a nice dude. Miss J.
Sarah for the heart me. Hi, Claire. So have you all come to hide and hear then? He asked if you have ever seen Cockapoo. Listen, I'm very limited to what I can say, but what I will say is that if you just wait. That's what I can say. Okay? That's it. I can't comment on it anymore. And I should have believed you. Okay? So don't ever shame me for it. Anyway, so we started speaking a little bit more. No. I need to explain. I need to explain because I'm not having this shit. I'm not. I don't come on here. I come on here in the comments. I join a box every now and then, okay? Anyway, I did something, let me just say, I did something really horrendous to Angie about the clapper. I really did. And do you know, as a woman, that is vile. Vile. And Angie, you know I went to the police. I was the only one that did. Wasn't I, Angie? I was the only person that did. You didn't call my bluff at all. But what I'm not going to have is you pick and choose who you want to prosecute because you're in a bad mood or because my friends spoke about you in a bad way. So now you're going to go for me like you did yesterday. For what? I've said I'm sorry over and over again. Maybe sorry will never be enough. But when you're on the phone to me, Angie, and you're laughing about it, saying, oh, I don't care, I'm kind of getting mixed signals, okay? If you want to go to the police, you go, darling. I've already said to you, I will hand myself over. It's not a problem.
Where we're putting Miss J. Hear me out. I love Jay. Jay's actually messaged me not that long ago. I haven't got back to her. I get on with Jay. I've spoken to Jay a lot off the app. I would put her in B tier. The only reason I would put her in B tier is because she's not on the app, really, is she? She's got to be B tier. The next guy, though, might see this coming. It is Jesse King. Psychic extraordinaire. Absolute.
Will my health improve? Babe, I'm not a GP. With the name like Shahidi Ayub, I'm assuming that you've got quite a few GPs in your family, babe, but I am not one. All right? Honestly, I don't know about your health. I talk to dead people. If your health doesn't improve and it takes you, that's when I stand with a chance of helping you, babe, all right? Let's have a look and see what's going on. Bored of God being around you. Hi, Jesse, looking well. Fibro Jane. I love it when people make fibromyalgia their whole personality. Don't you find that? Oh, I get tired all the time. They're fucking straighten the username. Just say you claim PIP, darling. Do you know what I mean? Just say. We're not judging. So you have to physically see someone. Got it, cheers. You fucking nailed it, Amy. Thank you for being upfront and honest. I really appreciate it. How do I get a reading? Links on the profile. The Duke. Thank you, more than welcome. God bless. God blessings. I claim Pip. I know you fucking do. You put it in your bio. Is it more possible? You're welcome, by the way. Is it more possible for my partners to be around me than my other loved ones? I mean, it's just as possible. That's all of them are just as possible. Hello, Susie. Sounds awful, but he's the one I want round more. Well, your partner, they're all going to be around you, darling. They're not. They don't have like levels of being around you. They're just going to be there. Do you know what I mean? How much is a reading? Check the website. Check the website. All right. I might change mine to Epileptic Katie. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I love it. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. That's a psychiatrist's wet dream, mate. You don't have to beat around the bush. Which one, the girl or the boy one that you're claiming to have, darling? I ain't beating around the bush, just to be very clear. Fucking strap up.
The man's an absolute wrong'un. Grieving mothers who've lost babies going to Jesse King and him saying, nah, because they're a certain age, that, you know, there's no hope for them. So 100% wrong'un. Katie B.
Because I've slept with DG, Angie.
Have you?
No, I actually have slept with him, though.
Have you
I have actually slept with him. Why do you think him and Clove split up? I got one of my vineyards stuck to his boxer shorts. Swear them.
Was on with KTB. She said she had an affair with you, by the way.
Oh, yes, you
what? KTB said she had an affair with you.
And that's why you finished with Truly.
It's nice to have fans. We all are crazy fans. We all are crazy fans somewhere, don't we?
Katie B, is she a wrong'un? I'm going to say yes. The woman spent most of her time with shit smeared up her fridge and wonders why she's homeless. Jade Palmer. We have a beast alert. This is Jade Palmer. However, before they slapped on a wig to hide from their crime, this was what they looked like, and that above is what they did. They're an absolute predator. I've covered them massively over the years on here and on my other platform. Now, bear in mind, not only did he do this horrendous crime, when the police arrived at the scene, they actually charged them with attempted M. You know what I'm saying? Because of the state that this poor lady was left in. When Jade was confronted about this on TikTok, she said that if she knew she was going to go through all this hassle, she would have done the job. But there we go. On to the wrong'un tier. BuzzTex. Is anybody on here? Is BuzzTex even still on here? Is he still scamming vulnerable people, is he? He was also friends with a guy called Sonny Sweetman, who was called Big Soul Sonny on the app, who was a convicted sex offender and was on the register.
Guys, I'm the Fact Freak, and we all know who this is, right? This is BuzzTex. And this is somebody who BuzzTex brought on the road with him. This is Anthony Batty. Now, Anthony Batty has a horrible past that appears on this database. All you need to do is search Anthony Batty to find this article, but I'll let you read it. Total of 292. Wow. And the judge summarised it by saying, obviously, your appetite for this material continued. This is a profile for him that I could find on here, but he has several on other social media sites. If you followed this person because BuzzTex let you know, get rid of them.
Where do you see BuzzTex going, chat? Where would you see him? I don't think it's hard with this one. Fucking wrong'un. TJ is a great guy. No, I like TJ. I think he's a really, really nice person. So I'm just putting him straight up there. Luke the Judge.
Where does it enter? Oh! Get out! Oh my god, I can't bear it. I'm so sorry, Luke. Oh my god. I have to go. And my heart.
I personally really like Luke. I really get on with Luke. Like, genuinely, I think he's funny.
Just walk up. What they're going to do, ain't you? Walk up to them. I want to meet them.
Oh, do you know how many people getting a picture with them?
Oh, Luke, just walk up to them and just hug them. Who am I missing? Joe, do you think you're a celebrity or something? I was waiting to talk to you. Are you all right, me babby?
Lovely to see you.
Hey, Joe. Fuck me. Sideways, he's gone. Who else is famous that's there? Is Mike there?
Yes, he's here somewhere.
Can you put him on, please? I need to speak to him.
I won't speak to you because of your conviction.
Will you put Mike on, please?
I won't speak to you because of your conviction.
Where's he at?
Put Luke in S tier because he's funny as hell. I'm going to pop him in S tier. Haley Comet.
Really watch that drama side of the app, but to me, there's a lot of adults on this app that instantly get like destroyed every time they go to any live, and sometimes I just don't find her to be an evil person. Yeah, she does some harmful things, but I'll give anyone a second chance. And in the last week, I've warmed to her. I actually quite like what I've seen. I love someone that can rip the piss out of themselves and do it back to me. She was doing who was she doing that diss track to the other day? She was rapping a diss track, wasn't she, on Cool Riders, and she just kept stopping and going, all right. And I was in the background going, yeah, all right. She just generally just seems all right, man. I've got no issue with Claire Duffy. I'm trying to get Alex to unblock her, to be fair, and give her another chance. In the grand scheme of things, the way things happen on this app and how many people tear into each other one day, their friends next and that, we can definitely give people a second chance. And I definitely am fully up for giving people a second chance. There's no one on this app, apart from EQ, that I would never give a second chance to, or Delisa Fauci probably. EQ will never get a second of my time, forever, for life, no matter what. She could do 10 years in prison, I still wouldn't forgive her. And anything could happen and I wouldn't even comment on it, not asked. You know, and I just generally feel that way forever.
Like, she doesn't, like, try and snatch up everything that's out there. She thinks, you know, she reaches out to me often and says, you know, would you cover this case? One of the first people to repost my awareness stuff. For me, it would be A tier, just because I don't really watch all of her stuff all of the time. I don't know what makes her close to her wrong, and apart from people randomly saying they think she's on rugs all the time, like, I don't. We're going to vote between A and B, so if, right, we'll whack her in B tier. Diadro, the beast. Scottish Oompa Loompa Diadro has been found guilty. But what else? I mean, honestly, his convictions are ridiculous. I have no faith. But unfortunately, what he's been found guilty of is assaulting his own son. Now, I want to make it very clear to everyone. Diadro pled not guilty so that this went to trial, so that his young child would have to potentially give evidence as a witness. Now, that is a psychological gameplay. So I'm not exactly sure how it works in Scotland in the court system. You guys can tell me. But because he's been found guilty, presumably the next stage will be sentencing. So he'll be walking around for a little bit, you know, going, why no, it's not, why did that was a Geordie accent. But justice is coming. Unfortunately, I don't have much faith in the kind of justice that will be dealt, if I'm honest with you. They should lock the twat up. So the Oompa Loompa of Scotland, Diadro, has been sentenced today. But I want to know from you guys what you think. Let's get into it. This was around ABH and other offences regarding his now 10-year-old son. Now remember, this is the manipulative beast who tells everybody that it's everybody else's fault other than his, but he was found guilty. Now the judge did not get a custodial sentence, so unfortunately he will not be sharing his cell with anybody. However, it could be custodial if he breaches any of the following stuff. So it is a payback order. He offends again, he will be incarcerated for 3 months, and he's been ordered to pay $1,000+ additional victim surcharge. His financial situation is at a critical level, and he is living off multiple credit cards. So, people who gift Diadro, I've got a question for you. Are you going to send him gifts, knowing that it's going to help him pay off this from assaulting a child? Diadro, straight in the wrong tier. Misread. It's kind of mental for me, this one, because at one point, well, I wouldn't have put her in the wrong uns along with them people. I might have put her in close to a wrong un at one point, but definitely not now.
Thank you, my name.
Hello!
Shit, we got caught. Bollocks.
Oh, am I being come to?
No, we got...
Abort.
Zach the Brat,
No.
get me off cam 2 immediately.
No.
Misread, where we're putting her. I think it's between S and A from what people are saying in the chat. I can tell where everyone was going to put her straight in S tier. Clearly has a crush on Misread anyway. It's Delusive Angie. Where we're putting her.
I'm just getting flashbacks of 2 years ago. I think I have PTSD. I just got this awful flashback thing, guys, of Misread holding this live on me.
Straight in the wrong un category is Rachel Skinner.
Holy Cow Customs. What a shit show. It is a company run by a cow, Rachel Skinner. Now, Rachel Skinner has been a big old racist. Many other things, but at the minute, she's actually financially gaining through a woman's charity. Now, it was brought to my attention that somebody had even posted about this on Facebook and was asking why the hell this woman was doing this and who was she. You guys might know that during Movember, we pushed for Movember, and how I got you guys to donate to that charity was directly to the charity. I'll show you on screen here. Now, Rachel could have done that, but Rachel would rather you sent her gifts. TikTok took 70% of those. Now, I'm here to remind you of something. The rewards incentive program by TikTok. How this works is when you have a live stream, when you receive gifts, if your live stream hasn't had violations, at the end of the week on a Sunday, you get a percentage of those gifts at the end of the week. So you earn a higher percentage. So when Rachel is doing this charity thing via gifts, she's going to get a nice little bonus payment on Sunday as well.
For Rachel to sing along to a song and insert the end slur when nothing like that was even in the song still blows my mind to this fucking day. Yes, so Rachel, straight in the wrong end tier. The blaster, where would you put the blaster? Because
Which I haven't said, I've kept to myself. And then tonight, it's just gone and shown you. Like I say, I'm not responsible for what anyone says in my box. But yeah, you can come in here and try and blame me. Absolutely not.
Would you mind, just to give me a brief overview, before obviously seeing screen recordings and whatever, what was the brief understanding that you got from the chat that he had?
What, just now?
Well, whatever you've been sent, whatever's, upset you, because I haven't seen it and I don't get it, and I don't think a lot of people have.
I'm still waiting on another one being sent, but the other, he came in on smoke because he said there was two people that were mixy in my comments. Them two people were muted and blocked straight away. And then as soon as I dropped down from my live, he's allowed people to turn around and say, is she drinking? And loads of other comments about me. So it's double standards. Do you know what I mean? Don't complain what's being said in my comments if you're not checking your comments.
Do you know what? Me personally, I'm an outsider. I'm not a creator, and I jump into people's lives to have a dance and a laugh and have a chat and whatever, and to get semi-involved, but never really involved. And I must say that I was a commenter, and I still am to a degree. The comments, I think a lot of people do tend to mix things a lot. Like, for example, just in the last 5-10 minutes, there's been people saying, he's calling you out, he's calling this, he's calling that. And I only started watching him, and then I came to you because I saw that obviously he was upset, but he wasn't saying anything like, get her in here, let's do this, let's do that. He wasn't doing any of that. So I think a lot of things are to do with comments, but you're not responsible as a creator. You can mute and block and you can do what you want. But when you've got over, Christ, once I've got over 10, 20 people in my life, I ain't got a clue what's going on. And that's with no moderators and no, whatever. Yeah. You can only do it to a certain degree. You can moderate it. So
yeah,
I guess what I'm trying to say is you can't hold a creator responsible for what chats they're saying. I mean,
yeah.
you can pick out the really bad ones because, you know, you do see those. You can easily spot those as you're kind of mixing through if you're not having a conversation with somebody else. But
yeah,
people will be mixy.
I don't know. Has there been any controversies around the blaster? I haven't got a fucking clue. I like the blaster. A or S we're going to vote between. Oh, there they are. Fucking hell. Where are we putting BJ the hairline Bradish? What's this sack of spuds talking about?
Making me ill. The dog's in the bedroom shaking.
Same as your very young ex-partners, eh?
Because every time he comes near me, I'm just shouting at him like, sit down!
Ooh, you're hard. Talking about an animal like that, but, you know, do we all forget this is the same man who did this?
Chucked it on the floor because the thing fucking kept pissing everywhere. Oh, so you've killed cats. So this is the cat killer.
Like he's like that in the bedroom. Like he's like that in the bedroom, bro. He's like that. Like he's.
And you're like that in the house, aren't you? Because you know if you left it, what would happen to you?
Like no one's getting what he's doing to my brain. Not one.
I don't think you got a fucking brain. I don't give a shit about you in this situation. I care about the dog.
One person understands what he's doing to my brain. Not one person.
Any little scrote who battles this sack of potatoes on here or sends money to it supports animal abuse and domestic violence.
All it takes is me to pick up a knife. Nah, you dead dog. Dead fucking dog.
You're not supposed to be giving tips to the people who'll find you. Where we're putting him? Yeah, I mean, it's fairly easy, isn't it? It's fairly easy. Straight into that wrong end tier. Nick, he's like an old school creator. He's been on since lockdown.
Ooh, what makes you blush? Wearing something revealing. Depends who it is and whether they got a good body or not. That does make me blush, but not much. It does. I don't know, if I get crowded, one or two people, yes, but if I get crowded by loads of people when they want pictures, then yes. It sort of does make me blush a bit, and I think, oh my God, this is, you know. But I still managed to get on with it, so I'm going to go, say I'm your number one. I'm being caught in a lie. I don't lie. No, I don't flirt. No, I don't have a crush, only my wife. And I'm going to put that at number two because my wife is my crush. I'm used to being teased on here. Doesn't make me blush. Fooling. I just laugh and pick myself up. Compliments. I hate getting compliments. I'm trying to fix him.
Nick and Jackie, couple. Obviously, it's mainly Nick on there. I'm good friends with Nick. I've known him for a long time. He's a lovely man. Nick's lovely. I don't care what you say. He's going straight into S tier, which is where Alex Brigham would like to be. Next one is very easy. They are in a relationship with somebody who's been stung by a paedophile hunting team who was talking to two underage decoys. Lucy Rose.
I'm Lucy Rose and I'm the Queen of PLM, and I declare a war with the Scottish.
Coppers there, yeah? No, hang on, wait a minute. Guys, two coppers, yeah? What? Did Brian assault me?
Let's try and do this as calm as possible.
Go on, did Brian assault me?
Okay.
Look at her. I did not assault. No, there you go. No.
Look at
Over.
Cool. We get given information. And we've got her.
Whoa.
Well, no,
So
they're not needing her without a carer.
He's a carer.
Okay, we can sort that.
No, I'm her proper carer.
It would take some effort to move her anywhere, but straight in the bin down the bottom here. You probably don't know who they are. They've got ears like Dumbo. I have been interviewed by the police and NFA'd for harassing this sex offender. This is Christopher Emery. Now, I don't think he's really on here much anymore. On the 12th of January, I had a visit from the police. Our Mr. Christopher Emery had reported me for harassment after I talked about his horrible crimes here publicly. Now, the police wanted me to sign something called a community resolution order. Now, when you sign a community resolution order, you're in fact admitting to guilt immediately off the bat. Now, the police played it to me like, oh, you know, we'll just do this and we'll get it sorted. However, it is your right to say no, and that's what I did. Fast forward to the weekend, and I get a lovely hand-delivered letter from the police. It was a very wishy-washy letter, so I rang up and said, look, do you want a voluntary interview or not? To which I said, if you wouldn't mind. Now, I told them that I would be providing a pre-prepared statement and that I would be going in with a no-comment interview approach. So if you don't know, obviously you have the right, obviously, not to speak in any police interview or under caution in any way. It was mentioned that Mr. Emery was very upset that I called him an S-offender. And as you'll see with my prepared statement, which I read out in the interview, I explain exactly why I refer to him as that. Of course, the inevitable. After the interview, the same day, I receive an NFA, as you can see here. Stop wasting police time because you're upset that the internet know exactly what you are. You may have moved on, but I'm sure the victims of your crime have not. He was a singer who was done for revenge porn, broke his restrictions, everything like that. He's an absolute beast. Way Too Feisty For You went live with him and said, we have a common enemy. Talking about me. Imagine going live with a sex offender.
Well, that's what all I was going to say is, can I put the screen recording up of what me and you spoke about? Because in no way was I supporting you, was I?
No, you want? You will anyway?
No, I'm asking you out of respect for the fact that we've got a common enemy who's running their mouth and taking things too far.
He's not my enemy, he's my promoter.
He's my biggest fan. He's just jealous because he got knocked back.
He's a sad man. Like the fact that he was sitting there quick enough to do a video that fast just proves everything about how sad his life is.
Well, I did tell you were the second person. So when I spoke to you earlier, I didn't say that I supported anything that you did. You don't. In fact, I said, you know, Chris, you're wrong. I disagreed, didn't I?
Like, I am the most honest man on TikTok. I will tell every fact that people need to know about me. There's no fact that he can reveal that I haven't already revealed myself.
Well, there you go then. That's all. That's what all I was going to say is, can I put the screen recording up of what me and you spoke about? Because in no way was I supporting you, was I?
No, you won't. You will anyway.
No, I'm asking you out of respect for the fact that we've got a common enemy who's running their mouth and taking things too far.
Just her asking out of respect to a convicted SO. And that brings me on to another DV abusing piece of crap. He ran off to Thailand. Ben, that's right. Ben, this absolute douchebag. His ex came on here with so much evidence against this man. These DV perpetrators love to stick up for other DV perpetrators. Let's get into it. Dan sings to you.
Oh look, so excited. Here's another Nazi looking fuck who I don't know, giving an opinion on someone I'm never going to meet and don't know and couldn't care less about. Thank God for that. Got fact from your name and put weary. I'll take advice off a middle-aged man with his fucking nails painted and a ball ring through his nose. It was clearly an incel. It was the day I won't put him to sleep.
You see, Ben, I remember your exposure. I remember the bruises on your ex-partner that was shown until you reported the Observer's YouTube, didn't you? But anyway, let's hear audio and how he feels it's suitable to speak around a partner.
Kill someone.
Stop it.
Yeah, but you get it. You
No,
don't
I
understand
don't
it.
get
I'm
it.
gagging to murder someone.
Well-
So send them fucking here. I want to kill somebody in my
But
life.
that's not
No,
normal.
I don't get it. I want to murder somebody.
No, you don't.
I do.
No, you don't.
I do. I want to feel like what it feels like to
I
kill someone.
don't say that because it makes us nervous. I don't like it. You don't mean it.
No, I do mean it.
You don't mean
No, I
it.
do. I want to go out and go, I'm not going to go hunt someone, but let them come here because I want to kill someone. Let them come here. I swear to God, I'll just cherish it. It'll be a blessing for me.
Honestly, I swear to God, don't.
Right, so look at your angels on your hands.
I get excited by it, babe. I can't help it. It excites me. The thought of killing someone out turns me on.
Recordings of him threatening violence, talk to Cockney Ben, that's it. Saying he wanted to unalive people, he just wanted to do X, Y, Z. Actually, DHB, these two love each other, which is very strange. Awareness community, knock around with a DV abuser. You do you. You do your type of awareness, you know. This guy's gone straight in the wrong list. Gracie. The only reason I've kept an account for over a year. I can't really... I feel like since Gracie came back on the app to make money, whenever a campaign comes out, she's losing her shit on live. But I also think, from talking to Grace offline, and from knowing her, I think what I'm seeing online recently isn't the Gracie I know.
Amounts have been sent at on different dates or whatever. How would it be possible for the balance after transaction to be the exact same? Now, if this isn't concrete evidence that he is tampering with these screenshots, it's a fucking big mistake. That's what it is. And all he's doing is changing the name and changing the amount. That's exactly what's happening. And it is.
Other people have been sent the same sorts of things.
Yes, there's lots more who have been sent these same sorts of things. This is me. I made a Revolut account on purpose because I wanted to see where my money was, because apparently my bank declined it. I called Monzo and they said, no, there has been no declination of any. Also, the MP should be our initials. No, I don't actually know, Alana. So I contacted Revolut and I said, hi Grace, how can I help? I said, hi, please check a reference number, please. Could you please provide more details about the reference number, blah, blah. I said, a transaction. I had somebody send me a payment for $4,000 to my Monzo account and they've given me a Revolut reference number. I need to know if this number is legitimate as I've not received the funds and I believe I've been scammed. I'm sorry to hear about this situation. Could you please provide the reference number? So I sent the reference number that he sent me. I said, Monzo have confirmed this payment wasn't ever rejected. They said it didn't even attempt to go in, which indicates that the reference must be false, or the paperwork provided. And they said, why won't this thingy? There we go. Oh no, I keep fucking it up. Hang on. And they said, oh, there you go. The discrepancy here is concerning. Monzo's statement that no payment attempt was made conflicts with the Revolut documentation showing a return status. This could indicate that the documentation might not be genuine. I would advise you remain cautious and avoid sharing any further personal or banking details with the sender. And that was all I could get out of Revolut, because they were saying they couldn't tell me more because of, you know, it's like people's privacy. This is another one that was sent. This was the one that he showed you guys on live that I have zoomed into. This is the...
I don't know where you guys would like to put her. B. We'll put her in B. And the next person is very easily voted for. Is it Dimitri, the guy who looks like a melted candle?
Court, as they say, and I want my money back. I want my justice on here. I want my day out in court, as they say, and I want to go in the box with her on here, like they do on here. Because it looks like to me, TikTok, known about me and her for a long time, they seem to love it because they ain't removed her or removed me. They ain't removed both of us because we both making them money. And she's made loads of money out of me, trust me. So I want my day in court, trust me. So there you go. So slowly, one day at a time. Exactly, so leave her in the past. Leave who in the past? What do you mean, leave her in the past?
The guy who dates them so young, he can still claim child benefit for them. Absolute fucking wronging. Get in there, get in the mix. Toxic Dan.
Anyway, this is me, Levi, singing my song. Wait there, stop fucking...
But it's a Met Police, and obviously I'm in the northwest of England, so we don't have the Met Police, do we? That's just London, I think. I don't really know.
No, God, I don't think it's Dan. Why would Dan use his name? That's just...
There's one thing, right, thank you, Katie. There's one thing with me, and my community know it, and if anyone believes me or if they don't on your side, but one thing what I am really against is when people use emergency services to score points, because again... Not necessarily like the police, even though that's bad, but the ambulance service, I don't like that at all. And you'd never catch me doing that, especially like when you're in a place like London or wherever, where they're already scarce, and that's then taking it off people.
Exactly. I just wish I knew who it was. Because, I mean, I don't know what the police can do, though. People keep saying you've gone to the police, but I don't know if they can do anything about it.
I think they should be able to, but... It's the cost, I think, for the IP address or the IP address They've got that, but I think because it costs that much...
Costs money, that's the problem. They're not going to do it. Unless it's a severe, you know, something's happened.
Yeah, so say someone were doing it multiple times, then it'd be in the best interest.
See, some people are saying they reckon it's Jessica, because I've had a fallout with her last night, so...
Yeah.
But
I think, realistically, I don't think the same people would do it over and over. I think it's opened the floodgates, and that's why I said to you, just come off and don't react to it at all. Don't say anything.
Toxic Dan, where we're putting Toxic Dan? I like him. You see, for me, like, Toxic Dan just came out of nowhere and knew exactly how to play the live game of getting into shit on the drama side, stirring it up. Would we vote between A and B? We'll have a go of it. We'll have a go. Over into B tier. Somebody who demanded to be on the list last week and has forgotten it's even a fucking thing by now. Let's face it. Swearing Shepherdess. Fucking hell, that's another one.
Oh, swearing ship.
Good afternoon, and oh, hello, Corey.
I've got to pretend like I didn't know, so carry on.
Yeah. What's happened?
Well, just basically, I don't want to talk too much on it, but I'll just stick to the facts. You know, when one says they was taking a rest, well, they need to put that A next to the R, because they was arrested and are now on bail. And we know what bail brings, right? You've got to be very careful about what you say, how you say it to people going forward, because, you know, it can be seen as being grossly offensive. And there's a lot of people on this app that have been majorly, like, you know, grossly offended by said person who is on bail.
Well, I'd like to know why she was arrested.
As somebody who volunteers with, like, wildlife rescue and stuff like that, obviously anybody who gives time to animals, I sort of respect. But I don't know anything. I literally don't know anything about her. She was a puppy farm at one point. Is that legit, chat? Or she was? I know exactly where I'd like to put it. Or did she lie about SA as well? Like, did she actually admit to lying about it? Or... I don't fucking know anything about it, but she's in the wronging category. I'm sorry, like, I can't fucking... As somebody who volunteers within, like, animal rescue and shit like that, backyard breeders are some of the worst things to happen with animals and stuff like that. They don't, you know, they don't check who they're selling the animals to. They don't make sure they've had vaccinations. They don't make sure animals are neutered. All that sort of shit. Mitch Thomas Music. Hey guys, it's the Fact Freak, and look, it's a weekly... one of them. And would you believe that they are a wrong'un? Oh yes, this is him here, impersonator in a Take That tribute band who stalked. Yep, here we go. I mean, this is absolutely horrific. Plenty of news articles about this. And yeah, as usual, people on here just sending the money their way. Wow. Please do what you can to get this video out there so everyone sees what kind of person we're dealing with. This guy was convicted of stalking and gave the excuse he loved too hard. What a defence. It was already tragic enough to pretend you were Gary Barlow. Yeah, we'll put him straight there. We'll put him straight. Right, the next person, somebody who I've just become more aware of and have been doing awareness videos on her, Kirsten Cunningham. Well-known TikTok faker gets caught up as an absolute wrong'un. I mean, the woman has lied about so much stuff. Never mind the 16-year-old moderator she had, which was absolutely insane. And I've only touched the surface on that stuff as well. Kirsten, lie down while we talk about your 16-year-old moderator. Now, this is a message that she sent to that underage moderator, and my God, age is just a number. There's only one type of people that I hear on here using phrases like that.
I'm getting the word. No.
No! Watch me while you were in the shower.
You what?
That sounded so wrong then.
Yes, yes it does.
My words did me dirty.
I need fucking therapy. Immediately.
I just said you watched me in the shower. Jesus. Fuck my life.
Talking to a 16-year-old.
So TikTok's on us both dirty today, babe.
Yeah, but maybe they meant you need a fucking wash.
Saucy. It's almost as saucy as some tomato ketchup. Bear in mind, I can't even get in the shower. Good luck. Good luck watching me in there. I'll have your help in there, please. Dirty. She's no longer his baby girl. She's no longer his innocent baby girl.
This is horrific.
Yeah. I mean, I'm paralysed from the waist down, so what the fuck's it gonna do anyway?
I mean, you're not, but this is one of the times I fucking wish you were. Pockers. I'm part of the clique. On Saturdays, Sundays it's different, and then, you know, we just kind of like alternate.
I get it. No, but you know what? The thing that do you know what? It's like, look, I'm still like my own person. It's just, as I say, the only person that's actually sort of really tried pushing my channel out there was Evil Queen. You know, I can't.
Yeah, she's done that for a few people.
Yeah. Well.
But you know, when I said I would do the pros and cons list for the Rat Pack and the clique, EQ and the Rat Pack have pushed other people's content, but they've had less sustainability.
Oh,
that's going to be one of my points.
Oh, I mean, listen, I'll ride this wave as far as I can go with it, mate. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not. You know, I'm just grateful that I'm getting a little bit of light. I don't care. Like, I'm not that problematic, for fuck's sake. You know, like.
No, I thought like it was a bit harsh that everyone had an issue, because the thing is, like, if it is like a game of chess and people are buying people and people are doing whatever, then giving that attention is probably not smart anyway, because then that person is going to then continue to do that sort of shit.
Yeah.
You just continue to be you and give your honest opinion. Nobody can fault you, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
but I think it's ridiculous the way that John talks about his fishing.
I know, right? Honestly.
Where would we like to put Pockers? I don't know what Pockers has actually done, because I don't see him actually making a stand on anything. Like, I see him react to stuff, but I don't hear him making a stand on those reactions. I hear him, and then, to be fair, I do the same. I know Pockers has a lot of hate, and he's not fundamentally a bad guy. I like Pockers. Where I would put him is B, as somebody that just, like, I don't watch that often. You know, like, A and B. Shall we do a vote? Right, looks like Pockers is going in B tier. Recently exposed by myself and others, Dan Sings. Dan Sings here has started to grow some balls. He's commenting directly on my post now. Shall we play the voice note where you say you were convicted of DV? Yeah, I think we will.
Yeah, save me typing it. Yeah, that's basically what happened. After 14 years together, my ex decided to ruin my life. Moving forward and away from her, I stayed for the safety and well-being of my children. And I've got every bit of evidence I'd ever need. I can play 2 voice notes, even 1, of the way I was spoken to and treated for the last 8 years of our 14 years together. It's just annoying to have to emotionally deal with people like TheFactFreak. I mean, he does what he does, fair play. But in cases like mine, yeah, I've been convicted of stalking, I've been to jail. I waved and blew kisses at my children, and my ex twisted it to the best as she could. And yeah, the system's fucked. There's many, many men in my situation. I could take, like now, you could in theory, if you would hopefully not be so cruel, and get me done for harassment because I'm texting you more than once. That's the way the system goes. It's crazy. Nobody can...
This video is going to be full of receipts on Dan Sings to You. Now, I came across this man when he absolutely passionately defended a convicted stalker. So the red flags were already flying pretty high. But let's have a look at some of this. This was posted somewhere with his full name and those accusations. However, that post seems to have been taken down, but I have reached out to the admin of that page. We did obviously confirm that that was definitely his actual name. But then the little weirdo started messaging people who'd commented on the post, including our lovely friend Hayley Comet. Now let's have a look at the messages that he sent her. Now the first message just confirms that he was just defending a friend who'd been convicted of stalking. Tell me what you think of him below, by the way. Now the next messages I'm just going to put on the screen for you, so pause to read. Starting to make sense why I defended this guy, innit? Like, I had one of them comment on my video full of receipts on this fucker going, can you send me the receipts? Watch the goddamn video. Yeah, absolute fucking wrong, and get him in there. Laura, was it? Laura Phillips. Laura Phillips. I bet you thought she couldn't get worse than that, but unfortunately, she's also a bloody big racist. Let's have a look.
Adolf Hitler turned around and said that this would happen, basically.
Who said what, where, when?
And 90% of the population wouldn't breed with foreign countries.
I'm still recovering after realising that somebody breeded with you.
And all our British children and German children and all like that would turn, if we didn't put our foot down, would turn into inbreds. So, half caste.
Are we gonna now stop platforming this dick?
And then they would think that they've got the rights then to take over the country.
You know that fella you mentioned before? He kind of wanted to take over a lot of countries.
Now in Britain, I don't know if you've noticed, it's already happening. We've got like so many percent of the population, like I said, I'm not racist at all, but you've got...
Isn't it weird that it's only racists that say, I'm not racist though?
So many percent of the population that are coming in on boats, like Nigel Farage.
I didn't know he came in on a boat. Huh?
He's a former MP or wherever.
He's an MP now for a constituency that hate him because he does nothing for them.
On the White Cliffs of Dover back in lockdown, and he was watching them being thrown into the sea, and how many boats were coming into the country at the time, bringing these immigrants in.
Where we're putting Laura Phillips the racist. Voice of an angel. Whacker in the wrong uns. Look, all I'm saying is Humpty Dumpty fell off a wall, right? And all the king's horses couldn't put the fucker together again. But if horses, who literally have the tool for smashing eggs, not performing reconstructive surgery, had attempted to put this person together, they would look how they do now. Sobriety Jack. Well, David Beckham's really let himself go, hasn't he? Jesus. So yeah, let's catch up on all of the vile shit this guy's been doing for the last couple of days while asking you to send to the PayPal.
Hello, speak to a 16-year-old. Where's this proof of this?
You admitted it in the chat, Jack.
You admitted it.
Yeah, so below me are the screenshots of that chat and what Jack said, and you've got to wonder, why? Why would you say that? But let's remember, he's not the sharpest tin of spaghetti in the cupboard, is he? But what else has he done?
No, you listen. I will bite your fucking nose off. I will fucking...
So yeah, I know you're normally starving, Jack, which is surprising, judging by the state here. But you must be really hungry.
Listen,
Jack,
Mom,
you'll do nothing, mate. You'll do nothing. Listen, I'll punch your face in your fucking tranny.
I'm not shocked by the transphobia from Jack, because he's an absolute... Now, I don't normally put this on the screen, but brace yourself.
And do something with your kid what's alive, yeah?
Split his ass off his ass. Oh, you
no wonder why your child died, you stupid bitch. Ah!
You know, if you're one of these people who thinks that he needs help by getting sent money, you're an enabler, you enable this. Portia, we need some comic relief, please.
Hi, stop.
Oh my god! It's not even a hard vote, is it? It's not even a hard vote. Let's put Humpty Dumpty exactly where it belongs. Straight in with the wrong uns. Well, bloody hell, you made it. You made it all the way through the Christmas special, that tier list. If you like this long video, check out this one, we did a few years back, the vile TikToker's iceberg. That one will blow your mind. Don't forget, if you've watched this whole video and you're not subscribed, what the hell are you doing? Subscribe immediately. Comment Fact Freak in the comments if you've watched this full video. Thank you so much for your support, guys. Peace.